Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won and I died.
I'm feeling woozy, yeah. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the prime time, bitch?
Come and get it.
So either put the gun down now or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree. Let's get this party started. Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
Let's talk horror. Now, today we are joined by three of our good, amazing, beautiful, funny, not nervous at all friends. Over here we have Cierra Nicole. Down here to the lower left, maybe your lower right, you got Eddie's cult member, Ms. Destiny. And then down below me, you have Carrie from Carrie Cray Cinema. Now, before we get started real quick, I just got to say that we did get a new member today. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yes.
We hope that we do not let you down. That is amazing. And Charles, can't wait to see everyone's list. And we can't
I'm
wait
excited.
to see yours. And we got a donation, guys, so you know what this means.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Yes, I love starting off with a bang. So before we get started, I see there's a lot of people in the chat already. Thank you guys all for coming out. This means so much to us. Let's start with Sierra because she's the least nervous out of all of us. So Sierra, what can you tell everybody a little bit about you?
Well, I'm just a huge horror fan. That's all I do basically is talk about horror movies. And I do plan on posting on my channel eventually. Hopefully soon. I want to record my Nope review, but I'm so nervous. And then I plan on doing like a DVD collection video and stuff like that. So
Nice.
We cannot wait for that. I've been pushing and prodding on that forever. Sierra is like our surrogate daughter, so I'm always like, get your ass rolling, girl. What about you, Destiny, Eddie cult member? What can you tell everybody a little bit about you?
Like Sierra said, I love horror. That's why I'm here. I pretty much consume horror, but I like it. I don't have my own channel. I kind of bounce around on other people's channels, but I do a podcast on Braden Timmons' channel, Fear Freaks, where we just talk about different horror topics each week. And yeah, I do other stuff here and there. I'm just around on people's channels, so I don't have to start my own, basically, because I'm too nervous to do that.
Well, and it's always an honor to work with you. This is the third or fourth time we've been having the pleasure to work with you, and it's always an honor. We would love to have you absolutely anytime we can. And someone that is their very first time to the channel, another very good friend of mine. We got Carrie Cray Cinema down here. Carrie, how are you doing tonight? And what can you tell people a little bit about your channel?
I'm good. I'm just enjoying making any movies that I absolutely love and adore and I'm excited about. I love editing. I love making things visual. I love creating. I'm a horror movie geek, just like the rest of y'all.
Nice.
And it's amazing to have you here. I do want to say real quick, there's a lot of people in the chat. Hey, Craven, what's going on, buddy? We're glad you stopped by. Can't wait to work with you again in August. Shaheem is here.
Hey, Shaheem.
Hey, buddy. It's always nice to see you. Rob's here. Got the
Hi,
baby
Rob.
Hey, Tatum. Hey, Tatum.
Hi, Tatum.
Hey, John. And Braden's here in the chat. What's up, buddy?
John and Braden.
That Sierra girl is pretty cute. She's all right. Yes, you guys are all amazing. Thank you guys so. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Thank you. Oh, my good friend Mika's here. What's
Hey,
up, girl?
Mika.
Nice to see you. There's our buddy Craven. Oh, there's another one. Tatum. Love y'all so much. Oh, anytime. Just let us know. And guys, that's another donation, so you know what this means.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
I'll never ever get sick of that for as long as I live. So
You guys
thank
might,
you
though.
so much. Yeah, you guys definitely will. So now before we start, something I want to say right off the rip. Everything that we are about to talk about is purely opinion, and that's it. Some people may hate the movies that we talk about.
So don't hate on me for my number one.
I've got the cancel button ready.
Uh-oh.
But my big thing is, like, we want you to disagree with us, but we want you to, I just ask, as always, please be respectful. Please be kind.
Don't make me cry.
Talk as much shit as you want, but keep it respectful and keep it nice. You
Yeah.
know, you like that movie? What's wrong with you, you weirdo?
That's okay. I can handle that.
So I didn't ask
Hey,
you
we're all
ladies,
movie geeks here.
Right.
Exactly. We could all find personal reasons why we love every single movie that we do. So do any of you ladies have honorable mentions?
I have two.
I have 2 as well. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you had 5. I was like, dang, she's
Yeah.
got a lot of movies.
We're going to look over and she's going to pull out a scroll. Like,
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like, I'm defending all of these movies.
all right. Got my pen right here. You just made the list. All right. So I will start us off. And something I want to say is my 2 honorable mentions and my number 10. I don't really think they're so much guilty pleasures as much as they are. They were very, very, very hit or miss in the community. People either loved them or they hated them. So that's why I put them on the list. Oh, man. My dude, Peter Anthony. If you guys have not seen Roseblood,
Hey,
the Friday the
Peter
13th
Anthony.
fan film, you guys have to check it out. Peter is the man. He's been with me since the beginning of Sledgehammer Horror. He's a great guy, a great friend, and he also gave a donation. So Demon Time.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
Your dad's dancing.
Yeah, my dad dances. Yes. Okay, I'm glad someone got my yes, multiple people got my Chris Jericho reference. You just made the list. All right. So
Oh, that
like I
totally
said-
slipped me.
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
you would have caught
Right
that
over
one.
the head.
So as always, guys, we do have honorable mentions, and like I was saying, my 2 honorable mentions and my number 10. My number 10 actually has become somewhat of a cult film, but as a kid, everybody thought I was the biggest loser. It had nothing to do with the film; they just thought I was a loser. So we'll start off with my honorable mentions. So my honorable mentions are both fairly newer films. The first one is Antlers, the story of a little boy and his brother and his dad get possessed, and don't want to give too much away, but it's sad, it's scary. It had a very good jump scare that actually legit got me, and it's usually pretty hard to get me with a jump scare. I'm usually pretty good at sniffing those out, but they had one that got me really well. I thought the acting was phenomenal. I loved the monster.
Mhm.
And then my other guilty pleasure, I'm going to write in the chat how most people say it. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Malignant.
I don't get it.
I loved
I did
Malignant.
too.
We loved it so much. We watched it like 3 times the
Yeah,
first
like
week it came out. Like we
that
watched it back
weekend.
to back,
Yeah.
and like we were like, man, we got to check this out because this was so good. I got to see if we caught anything that we missed the first time. I loved the twist. I thought the jail scene was so fucking epic. Like that was something straight out of the Matrix. Like
Mhm.
the action sequences were great. The story was great. The twist was great, and it really reminded me of a movie that I grew up really loving, The Dark Half by Stephen King.
Mhm.
It reminded me of a modernized version of The Dark Half, and that's something that I really, really loved and I really enjoyed. So, Malignant is my other honorable mention. What about you, my love?
So I have Truth or Dare. I don't know why it got such bad hate. Like
Oh, do you mean the Truth or Dare that was with the Pretty Little Liars girl, or the
Yes.
one that was the sci-fi original that came out?
the one with Lucy Hale.
Okay.
My Pretty Little Liar for sure. Yeah, like okay, I get
mean, she
that
was the best.
She was. I loved her.
And I
Mhm.
get the face looks like a I don't know, like
Yeah.
a Photoshop thing, and that was kind of lame. But other than that, it did its job. It entertained me.
I liked it.
I liked the characters. I felt like you got enough about them. You got their backstory to care about them enough. And I enjoyed that movie.
It had the dude from, what was that other show that dude was in? Was it Drake and Josh? The one dude. Shit, now I can't remember, but it had another dude that was from an old comedy. From the Goldbergs.
Oh,
The
yeah,
boyfriend
yeah,
from Erica's
yeah.
boyfriend from the Goldbergs was in it. Remember, he's the guy that was supposed to show his wee wee on the pool table,
Yeah,
and then
he
chickened
got-
out
he
like a
got-
wussy because he had a small wee wee.
Yeah. Yeah, so I like that movie. And then
Wee wees aside, I thought the movie was pretty good.
and then I have Stay Alive, the video game one.
Really?
Yeah, I like that movie too.
Okay.
Like that one got a bunch of hate as well, and I don't know. I mean, if you die in the video game, you die in real life. I like the story behind it. The ending sucked, okay, but again, it did its job. It entertained me. So, you didn't like that movie?
It has Malcolm in the Middle in it.
I know.
Malcolm
Yeah.
from Malcolm in the
yeah.
Middle was in a horror movie.
You like that movie?
It had Brooke from the Orange One Tree Hill.
Sophia Bush.
Yeah, you had One Tree Hill and you had Malcolm in the Tree Hill in a horror movie, and you liked it. All right. Well, since we have Malcolm in the Tree Hill as one of our favorite guilty pleasures.
I'm getting canceled already. Oh, my honorable mention.
God.
Ooh,
All right, Sierra,
Well, this
you want to tell us your honorable mentions?
This is gonna get
So the first one that I have is Hatchet. I just added that one because it's just really underrated. I feel like, I don't know, I love Victor Crowley. He's one of my favorite villains. I'm the weirdo that likes to sympathize with villains and like stick up for them, and Victor Crowley's one of them. And
Listen, guys, he's not all bad, okay?
that's
He
literally
just wants
me.
to
Like,
rip you to shreds. That's it.
yeah, literally, that is literally me. And
They
I
were
don't know, I just-
trespassing on his property, okay? He had every right, okay?
I mean,
Right.
literally. And I just love the cheesiness, and
Yeah.
like it's just so cheesy, but I also love the kills. Like sorry if this spoils it for anybody, but one of the first ones with the girl that gets her head ripped in half, that when I first saw that a couple years ago, I literally it wasn't in the movie, it was like a clip on Instagram. I literally got chills. Like it freaked me out that bad. And like just the way that they did it, and it looks so real too. So yeah, and then my second one is Wrong Turn 5. I just feel like
I just gotta-
Ooh.
My screen just froze, and when it froze, Destiny was looking up at Sierra with the most disgusted look on her face. Before you even said it, you were like my other honorable mention, and she was like,
What the fuck?
and it was the best. I was like, she hasn't even said it yet, Destiny. Gosh, you're like me. You're canceled her before she even
I
says
think she
it.
was scared already.
It was my light, I swear. Roll the film. Roll the film.
Places
Replay,
everyone,
turn it
and
back.
action.
But I have Wrong Turn
Reenactment.
5 because, okay, first off, Wrong Turn, the whole franchise is kind of like
Wait,
their
which one
guilty
is
pleasure.
that one? Which one is the fifth one?
The fifth one is the one where it
It's
takes
the
place
one
as
where
like
the
a
cannibals
jail.
eat people.
It's the one where they're like in
I know
the
that.
jail. They're like in jail, and then
It has Doug Bradley.
yes,
It's the one
yes,
with Doug Bradley.
yes,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Now I know.
But everyone really hates on that one, but I feel like the whole franchise is kind of cheesy, and literally everyone always says that is the worst one, but in my opinion, it's the sixth and the third one. Like the third one's so thank you. Like
Both.
and everyone's always hating on the fifth one, and I feel like and the ending disturbed me so bad I literally couldn't sleep. Like it doesn't show anything, but it's like what you know is gonna happen. Like it's so bad. And yeah, so I just feel like that one gets hate for no reason because it's really not as bad as everyone says it is.
Sure. Before we move on to you, Destiny, real quick, I want to say everybody should be subscribing to Shaheem's channel. And not only that, but all these amazing people on the panel, I have their links down in the description. So you should be subscribing to their stuff too. Like this is something that should be already be happening. So please make sure you're subscribing to all these amazing people. Tatum just said $2 for the awesome panel. Tatum, thank you so much. I know that these ladies totally agree. Yes, it is Orange Tree Hill. Okay.
I'm good with
I like that.
Apparently I made the list. Gosh, you guys are awesome tonight. You guys are really going. And Tatum just gave us a donation as well. Tatum, thank you so much. I know that things are not going very well at home right now. I know that people are sick. For you to, you know, help us out, we really appreciate it. So for you, Tatum.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much. And everybody for being here. We never ask you to donate any money to Sledgehammer Horror, but everything that we get does go back into the product. So thank you guys so much. That really does mean a lot to us. Destiny, would you like to give us your honorable mentions?
Yes. So my first honorable mention, and this is not so much even the movie, it's like the memories I had tied with it. Growing up at my dad's house, we always would watch Urban Legends, Bloody Mary. And if you've seen the movie, it's awful. Also, yes, Destiny's fine.
Okay.
I just like to keep
Okay.
this as my name.
Okay.
But Bloody Mary, I was obsessed with Bloody Mary. Like, I was like 9 years old, like Googling like Bloody Mary scary videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But this movie really sparked that because like growing up, it kind of freaked me out. And then I bought it a couple years ago and I was like, wow, this is honestly pretty awful. But because we would always watch it at my dad's, and it was like my siblings, like we would get out our blankets and make like a little fort to watch it. It just holds like good memories. And but the movie's awful. It's so bad. But I just think about watching it with them. So it was always a lot of fun. And for my
It may be a
second
piece
one,
of shit, but it's my piece of shit.
it's my piece of shit. And for my birthday, because my sister and I, our birthdays are a day apart, I went over there and I was like, let's watch the movie. I brought it and we were all just laughing. We're like, I can't believe we've seen this so many times because it's just not good. It's just cheesy, bad, but it's, you know, it has some charm, I guess. My second honorable mention is going to be American Psycho 2.
Mila Kunis.
Again.
Oh, you're getting canceled.
I feel like it's gonna happen a lot.
Listen. I got a little Destiny. I got a little bit extra for you for choosing American Psycho 2. Okay.
Extra? Oh my god.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill.
Sleepaway Camp.
Kenzo, like, keep it nice. Like, don't
be disrespectful to
anybody else.
chat,
And then
guys.
he's telling us to eat shit guy. Like, come on.
You know what, kids? Like, you eat shit and you live. So
Yeah. See, it's even worse for me. I have the raw end of the deal.
American Psycho 2. Is it good? No. Does it have Mila Kunis in it though? Yeah. Which I love. I love Mila Kunis. That 70s show, one of my favorites. So I watched this recently because Chelsea was covering it on the kill count. And I was like, you know what? I need to watch this before I even see the kill count, which I almost never do. I always watch the kill counts first. That's just who I am. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. It was on Tubi. And I was like, it was bad. But I laughed so much at it. And I had so much fun watching it and just knowing how bad it was. So it made it to this list. And, you know, I know it was going to be a movie that's just like, really, this? But yeah. Yeah.
The best thing is, like, Chelsea did such an amazing job covering that movie. It made you forget how truly bad it was. Like, like her kill count entertained me more than that movie did. Like, that's how
100%.
well she did at that kill count episode. So, and I'm just kidding, guys. When you see some of my list, you're gonna be like, you were mad at her for American Psycho 2, you loser.
Really?
So,
Ashley, you might want to steal the canceled button from him.
Oh, I will. I will get that cancel button.
She's been pinching my leg in Morse code. Like, don't worry, motherfucker, you're canceled next.
You're next.
Nice.
How about you, Carrie? Do you have any honorable mentions?
I mean, I didn't really think about it, but I can wing it. I would have to say maybe The Messengers. I feel like not a lot of people actually talk about that movie, and I actually really enjoyed it. And that kid is the most adorable kid I've ever seen. And his acting, the little kid's acting is actually really good.
Okay.
And Kristen Stewart was really good in it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well,
and I loved the twist. The twist was really good too.
Yes, that actually has a top-notch twist in it. I actually like The Messengers a lot. Before we move on to our top 10, and we'll start with you, Ash, I do want to say, guys, make sure that if you have not, I know I said it a little bit ago, make sure that you subscribe to these ladies' channels. Make sure you subscribe to Sledgehammer Horror if it's your first time here. We'd love to have you along for the rest of the ride. Hey, man, Craven, we love you. And like I said, we'll be working with you again here soon, buddy. I'm just glad you stopped by even
thanks
for a little
coming.
bit.
Have a good night.
So do you want to start us off with your number 10, love?
Yeah, so this is another one that I love, and it gets a lot of hate. And it's 13 Ghosts. And what?
Are you talking about like the remake with Matthew Lillard or
Matthew
the
Lillard?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I don't know why. Like, it's either hit or miss. Like, people either love it or people hate it. I love it. I remember watching it by myself. I was like 12 years old, and I was home alone watching it. It scared the shit out of me. And I think it has a good storyline. And if you have the DVD with like the backstories of all the ghosts, that's really badass. Like,
it really is.
I love all the ghosts that are down there. They're scary, and I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Did I say there's a petting zoo downstairs,
Yes.
Arthur?
No. I mean, Matthew Lillard is amazing.
There are ghosts downstairs.
I don't know how anybody cannot dig that
I don't
movie.
know.
Like, I thought the original and the remake were both really good for what they were. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So they run it. How about you, Sierra? What comes in at number 10 for you?
Okay, a little controversial, because I know a lot of people hate it, but it's The Green Inferno. Everybody talks shit on it, but okay, I've never been into like gore. It always freaked me out, but this movie, like, I don't know, it like lit something up inside. Like, now I love gory horror movies and stuff like that, and it really like kind of opened me up to different things. And it was the first horror movie to genuinely give me an anxiety attack. Like, I never really, like, I had to run to my dad and give him a hug. Like, I had to pause the movie and take a breather. Like, it gave me such a bad anxiety. I really loved the gore and the setting as well. Like just so much like greenery and like all the trees, and it was like a rainy kind of forest. And yeah, I just actually really like this movie, and it gets shit on so much, which, I mean, I can understand why some people wouldn't like it, but yeah, I don't know, I really like it. So
Yeah, see, I'm one of those people that's just like, I'm not a huge gore fan either. So I
love gore.
Yeah, she's the gore hound of the relationship.
Me too.
So, hey, perfect though. I love the fact that you're going to throw out a movie that maybe other people may not have. That's the whole point of this. I love it. So what about you, Destiny? What's your number 10?
You know, probably gonna get canceled, as we've already seen. I have to go with Stay Alive. I love Stay Alive.
See?
At least it's
Wait
on
a
the
minute.
list.
Are we back on Malcolm Treehill?
Yes.
We sure are. We are.
One-
We are back.
One tree in the middle.
Yep.
One tree right down the middle. This
Son of
movie
a
used to scare me so much as a kid. Like I think her name was like Elizabeth. I haven't seen it since I was
Elizabeth
a kid. So,
Bathory.
Yeah, I don't
Yes,
know
the
how well
Countess.
it is today. But as a kid, like the scene with the horses, because I'm scared of horses. I don't fuck with horses at all. So the scene really stuck with me as a kid, because I was like, I don't fuck with horses. And then I'm seeing this. That scared me. The woman scared me. I like the whole idea, like, if you die in the game, you die in real life, and it's similar to like what's going on. It's like happening in such like the same sort of way, and the whole concept of it being like a part of a game. I think that's really cool, and I don't want to say ahead of its time, but in a way it's like, yeah, because I feel like we're seeing more shit like that now. So if there's like another Stay Alive movie, one that's like done well, because I feel like I have a lot of like 2000s movies on my list. So I feel like a lot of 2000s, they have that look to them, which not everyone loves, but I do. I think it's cheesy,
Yeah, that
but I love
gothic
it.
scenery.
So. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's good. Stay Alive. I think it's
And if you guys,
a good movie.
well, I mean, if you guys didn't know, it's got Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle in it. He does have a starring role in a horror movie. I don't know if you guys knew this or not.
I didn't.
Okay, just want to make sure.
And Brooke from One Tree Hill.
Yeah, and Brooke from One Tree Hill.
I like Brooke from One Tree Hill.
Look,
You totally watched One Tree Hill with me.
Brooke is no Haley.
Okay.
Okay, Brooke is no Peyton.
And
Okay.
Shannon Sosaman. I don't know if I'm saying her name right.
Who was
Who
she?
didn't watch One Tree Hill?
She was the blonde. Abigail,
Oh.
I think her name
Peyton.
was.
And yeah, and no, in Malcolm in the Middle movie.
No, I'm wrong. It's Samara Armstrong. Samara
Okay.
Armstrong.
Yeah, the blonde one. Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty stupid for being in a movie with Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh my goodness. Have y'all
So-
seen
You're
Unhinged
such a shit talker.
with Russell Crowe?
No.
It has
Yes.
the guy from Stay Alive, the one with the little. I was like, oh my god, it's the dude from Stay Alive. So
Well,
Some
just when you
people-
thought he couldn't do any worse.
Upgrade or not Upgrade. Unhinged was a good movie. Okay.
I haven't seen it, so
I
I
haven't
can't
seen it
talk
either.
shit on it because I haven't
Anxiety.
seen it. So
Anxiety.
Yes,
the whole movie.
yes.
It was really good.
I'll write
though.
it.
Mhm.
I'll write it down. Okay. So how about you, Carrie? What's your number 10?
So my number 10 is Freddy vs. Jason. Because it's fun, and yes, it's a cheeseball movie, but I love it.
Mm-hmm. That barely missed my list because I'm with you. I've always said that movie could be Freddy and Jason taking a shit in military-style toilets, just looking at each other for an hour and a half, and I'd watch intently because it's Freddy and Jason in the same movie.
Yeah.
So
yes!
I agree with you, Carrie. There's nothing they could have done in that movie that would have made me
I
dislike
like that
it.
movie too, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So my number 10 has become a sort of a cult classic, but I'm telling you guys for real, when I was young, people literally made fun of me for liking this movie. Like, oh, hey, why don't you put on your mask and listen to the Silver Shamrock song? Yes, Halloween 3, The Season of the Witch.
I'm gonna make fun of you about that later.
The best Halloween movie. Hey, what we do with masks in our bedroom is nobody else's business, okay? So my thing is, you talk about being ahead of its time. Like, I feel like that movie really, really caught a bad rep because it was named Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this movie would have just been called The Season of the Witch, I think it would have taken off a lot more. But people were like, hey, where's that guy that looks like William Shatner? Whatever happened to that guy? I know he was in Austin Powers. What happened to that guy? You know, so I mean, like,
Michael
what happened to Wayne from Wayne's World? So I mean, like, I really thought that movie was truly ahead of its time. I love the ending. I think that it's such a dark, demented ending. Like, it could literally be the death of all the children on the planet.
It was the death of all
Yeah,
the
you know what I
children
mean?
on
Like,
the planet.
well, the original ending, like, as the credits were rolling, it was just kids screaming. And the MPAA was like, let's not kill every kid in the world, guys. But I mean, okay, I guess we'll keep paying taxes. But I mean, it's just like that movie is so fun, so amazing. So before we move on to our number 9, I do want to catch up on the chat a little bit. The Messengers is a good one. I really enjoy it. Texas Chainsaw, Nathan, do your thing, cuz.
Do your thing, cuz.
No, it's all good, man. There may be some Texas Chainsaws on my list, so I can't talk shit. 13
Lord.
Ghost, See No Evil 2. Okay. Did that one have Kane in it, or was that the first one that had Kane in it? Glenn Jacobs, the now mayor.
Kane was in the first one. I never saw the second one.
The second one has Daniel Harris.
Oh, I like
See,
me some
that's all you
Jamie
have to
Lloyd.
say right there.
Right. I've never heard. Oh, dude, I've heard it a lot. That's another one that I heard growing up. People were like, "Oh," because we went through that phase, like when Scream was popular. That, like,
Everything else was just
like,
copying it.
yeah, that everything else that was like, and please don't listen, guys. I know I'm old, but everything else that was like hip, like a hip type horror movie, people just shit on. They were like, "Oh, this is a mainstream like Scream." Like, people went through that phase.
I have another
And
one on my list like that. Actually,
13 Ghosts fell into that for me. Like, you like that mainstream horror shit? It's like, dude, shut up. It's a good movie. It's got Matthew Lillard talking about a petting zoo in the basement.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, totally dig it, man. What do we got?
Goats.
Darkness Falls. Darkness Falls. Is that the
It's
Tooth
the
Fairy
Tooth
one?
Fairy one. Yes.
Okay.
That
It
was a
exists.
It's a good
It has Matthew Lillard, which automatically sells me. I saw 13 Ghosts in the theaters by myself on my birthday. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Okay, I know this is way off topic. Me, my cousin Josh, and our best friend Justin, we were in a band when we were younger called Hearts Bleed Black, and we went to see Freddy Got Fingered, the Tom Green movie, and it was just us in the cinema, and the movie was so bad that we broke the screen. I'm sorry, MJR. That's what people
You're
get
gonna-
for clapping during
yeah.
your fucking theme
Watch,
song.
we're gonna get a check or like a,
Yeah, like a bill.
a bill in the mail.
The guys watch it, they're like, I fucking knew it! I knew if I followed you, you would admit it someday, little bastard.
That little
Kenny, would you like some
Sledge kid.
sausage? Yeah, so fuck Freddy Got Fingered. That movie grossed me out.
Yeah,
The Grudge.
sounds
Now,
great.
Scream Red, are you talking about the OG, the original American
G1?
remake of The Grudge, or the newest Grudge that came out that had
Like in
Harold and Kumar Kid in it?
2000.
Yeah, like the
something.
newest
Sarah Michelle
one.
Gellar.
Yeah, no, not that one. They had that one with Sarah Michelle Gellar, but then they had that new one that just came out, The Grudge.
Wait, there's a newer
Yeah.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just came out like a couple
Like,
years
yeah, maybe
ago.
2 years
Yeah.
ago. It had Harold from Harold and Kumar in it.
What?
He was the detective, yeah.
It was definitely a Grudge
okay.
movie. Ashley 13 Ghosts is a good one. I would love to see a movie. Listen, you guys, if you buy the DVD of 13 Ghosts, like you got to get one of the original pressings of it.
It has all
in the
of
bonus
backstory.
features. It has every backstory to every single one of the 13
awesome.
Ghosts. Like how the mom and the kid came to be, how the Jekyll, like it's so dope. Like the guy, like the hammer, I think it is, how they tied him up and they pounded the hammer into it. Like it's so dope. I used to watch that more than the actual movie.
Yeah.
Now what is this? Oh, I did something bad. I wasn't crazy about the editing in 13 Ghosts. I could see that it is pretty choppy. The female ghost in the bathtub is hot. She might have been pretty cold by the time she got out of that bathtub. She was in there for a while.
She was.
The angry princess.
I'm not gonna lie though. As a kid, I was like, I see your boobies.
Yeah.
I see your boobies. I was a little boy, man.
I thought it was a bodysuit, but okay.
This was like last year that you were doing that.
It was last year. Ashley walked in and I was like, don't worry, baby. I'm not looking.
I was like, it's okay. I'll look too.
Oh, Shaheem.
Okay, that deserves a cancel. No, I'm kidding.
Cancel. Absolutely.
Oh.
I'm old. Hello, darkness, my old friend. No, I couldn't get into it, man. It is what it is, but it's just not one that I could really get into. Stay Alive is a fun one. God damn you guys. Stay Alive. A killer video game and Frankie Muniz. How can you not like this movie?
Exactly.
I never seen Stay Alive. I'll
you add it to your list.
Come on, man.
What are we doing here? All right.
You call yourself a horror nerd?
For One Tree in the Middle, starring Ken. Hey, thank you so much for the donation. And guys, you know what that means.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Okay, well, how about this? Instead of that, we'll get a picture of high school Ken. Yeah.
Oh my god, the hair.
Hey, speaking of, I wore something for you.
Yes, that's the exact shirt I'm wearing. Look at this.
Nice.
That is so dope.
That's the Ken that I fell in love with.
Yep.
Oh, lucky
Dude,
me.
the first time she's seen me, she was like, no. If I was a clock, we won't tell that story.
Yeah, let's not tell that.
Malcolm in the Middle was also in Sharknado. Russell, you're not helping your case, buddy. Make sure you get the unrated cut of Stay Alive because Disney. Oh, really? Yeah, cool. I'll watch that again. That seems oddly specific, like you've thought of that toilet-based movie before. There's a strong
He's only
chance.
mentions that like 20 times.
Yeah, I'll write it. Hey, Return of the Living Flat. What's going on, buddy?
Hey.
Kyle, thanks for stopping in, man. Hey, Steph, one of our OGs right here. It's been one of my best friends since I was like 10. All right, guys, listen, I love every single one of you, and I'm trying so hard to stay up on everybody, but I don't want everybody to be here all night. Please don't hate me. I promise you with all my heart that I love every single one of you, and I want to read every single one of your chats, but I got a lot of people on here, and I love you all. Please forgive me. We're going to move on to our number 9, and that is Sierra starting us off.
Okay. I'm so ashamed. I actually rewatched this today and realized how much, like, it's way worse than I thought it was, but Final Destination 4?
Yes!
Really? Okay, yeah. Yes. God, thank God I'm not alone.
Oh, it's bad.
I really don't hate it, and it actually has, like, a couple deaths that really just, like, freaked me out, like the pool one. Like,
dude, he literally his butt gets sucked into the freaking.
Oh my god, it's so horrible, and like it made me scared of like public like pools and stuff, and like it is cheesy, and the acting isn't the greatest, and the CGI is horrible, but I feel like that doesn't make a horror movie like awful. Like I don't know, I like it, and I also have memories with it. Like I watched it with my mom, and usually every horror movie that I watch with my mom, I cherish really close to my heart.
Yeah.
So
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, the acting's bad, the CGI sucks. Like, that doesn't make it bad.
Listen, everybody shits on this movie, guys, but listen, in its defense,
it's bad
it's
CGI.
Bad. Everything looks like shit.
You know it's bad.
But it's good.
I just want to
like...
say, after watching that movie, I went to a public pool and I was putting my booty on the thing. And I was like, "Suck my butt, kill me, stupid pool, suck my butt." It doesn't work.
No,
it
because
didn't
Dad
work.
is probably watching you like, what the
The lifeguard was like, "Ah."
Sir, get out of the pool.
I think somebody's having their butt sucked under the water.
Yeah, so he has his picture up at the local pool. Please do
Has
not
anyone
let
seen a
this
snorkel?
man in. Yeah.
It's like me like this, and it's like, have you seen this man bun?
Yeah, so we can't take him with
Yeah,
us
I'm not
anymore.
allowed to go to the pool. Get out, butt sucker.
Weird.
So, Destiny, would you like to give us your number 9?
My number 9 is going to be See No Evil, because kind of like I said with Urban Legends, Bloody Mary, we would watch this one all the time at my dad's because my dad is a big wrestling fan, and so we would watch this one so much. And like, yeah, again, it looks like a 2000s movie. It's really choppy and like, it's like, why are y'all doing all this? I don't know. But I like the whole idea of it. It used to freak me out. The whole eyeballs when he would take them out of people. That was pretty disgusting. It has some really great deaths, and I like the whole like look of like the hotel that they're staying in. It's so like gross, and they're like cleaning it up for like community service or whatever. But I don't know. I liked the movie, and I always thought Kane was like a terrifying villain. And then I didn't watch the second one until like a couple years ago because I didn't know it was a thing. And it, like I said, Daniel Harris. It has Catherine Isabel. There's like quite a few of these horror stars. The girl from Final Destination 3 that gets burned alive in the tanning bed, the blonde girl. She's also in it.
Do you know that that's the little girl from the 1990 miniseries It that gets killed at the beginning?
I only know that because of Dead Meat. But yeah. So See No Evil. It's just one of those movies. It's just a lot of nostalgia to it. Not very good, but I can still have fun.
Yeah.
I gotta say real quick, Sabri down here. Is that Kenny's girlfriend?
Kenny's girlfriend?
So funny story, real quick. We gave this girl Sabri. She's a good friend of our family's.
I'm like, Kenny's girl. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, and our son, it's one of our son's friends, and we got in the car to give her a ride home one night, and my daughter was like, "Hi, are you Kenny's girlfriend?" And it was the most awkward shit ever.
She is
Sabri
not
was like,
subtle at all.
yeah, Chloe's like, "Are you my brother's girlfriend? I like you." Hi, Sabri. It's nice to see you, love.
Hey,
Thank you for
Sabri.
stopping in. Hey, Carrie, will you do the Doubtfire voice?
Does that mean I'm being put on the spot right now?
I think so.
You're getting prostituted. They paid you $2 for it.
Okay, so the only way that I can do this is if I turn off my cam.
Do it. Do it. I gotta hear this.
Okay. Hello!
Yes.
That's so dope.
I totally do.
That's amazing.
I don't need a hand. I need a face.
I love it.
There you go,
And
Tatum.
Tatum, that was amazing, Carrie. And Tatum, thank you for the donation. You guys know what that means.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. That was great. That seriously was great. Get the amazing short film. Oh, our short film is out. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it is out on the channel. Carrie did an amazing review for it as well. If you guys want to check that out.
Did.
So,
yes, she did.
while we're on the subject of our Carrie Doubtfire, would you like to give us your number 9?
Yes. So there's a reason why I put this on my list. And there's one character in particular, the reason why I have it on my list. And that is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And the character is, of course, Jack Black. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is an amazing movie. I enjoy it. But Jack Black.
Jack Black.
As Jamaican with the dreads, I mean. But the scissor death is really cool.
I like the fact that he's totally Rastafarian too. Like he's just blowing down throughout the whole movie. Like it's so great.
It's
like,
all good. It's all good.
I love that shit. So my number 9, again, I feel like it's a newer one, but it's very divisive in its audience. And maybe because our main lead actor doesn't say a word throughout the entire film, or maybe it's the fact that it's a blatant ripoff of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay,
but with
I
my
know
number
where you're going.
9, I am going to go with Willy's Wonderland. I thought it was great. I thought the fact that Nicolas Cage didn't say anything throughout the movie was great. I thought that was awesome. Like, I was really hoping as the movie was going, that he wouldn't say anything. You know, I love how he just goes and he drinks his fruit punch. He's playing that pinball. Like, it was so great. And I had such a fun time with that movie. Like, I didn't go into it looking for Oscar award winning, film,
Right.
but I had such a blast. Yes, it was so much fun. And I thought the ending was great. I thought the kills of the animatronics were really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that it had the most catchy theme song ever. It's your birthday. And I was fucking funny enough.
Are you gonna tell the Kenny story?
Yeah, our
Okay.
son recently turned 14, and we went and picked him up from school that
we
day.
went and took him lunch. Like, I used to be able to go in and have lunch with him on his birthday, but he's too cool for that now.
Yeah, we're not
So,
cool enough to have
yeah.
lunch with our son.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, oh, my stupid parents are here.
I know. Bringing you McDonald's, but
we
anyway.
literally blasted that. It's your birthday.
And we were all getting
pulled up
into
like,
it.
what's up, Kenny?
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, I think I figured out
Like,
why he doesn't want us to have lunch with him.
Oh, is that why?
That might be why.
Oh, shit.
he doesn't want
That
us
might be why.
Because we're like the whitest people too. We're like, what's up, kids? No cap. What's going on?
No cap. Oh my god.
That's
No,
why he hates us. Yeah.
We are the literal meme of that dude that's like, how you doing, fellow kids? Like, that is literally
How are you
us.
doing, my fellow kids?
Yes.
That's literally us. So
It is.
yeah. You want to give us your number 9, my love?
All right, so talking about fun movies, this is a mindless, fun horror movie, and that is Maximum Overdrive. Like, yeah, it's fun. I don't know where he went, but
Is he mad or excited? I can't tell which one.
the comedy lands for sure, and I mean, can you imagine if machines were real now? Like, we would all be dead because everything is like electronic, and I love that movie. It's fun. Thank you.
Okay.
I
just died. So Sierra started us off with that, so we'll catch up on the chat real quick. That's right.
I
No
know.
cap, baby.
He hasn't let it go, unfortunately.
Thank you, Ken, for what you said earlier. My wife had bad chest pain Sunday. We really thought she was having a heart attack. Yeah. Well, you know what? COVID's not any better. I just hope that she gets some rest, keep some fluids in her. Just try to keep her up. Don't let her lay down for too much longer. So, I feel like she'll be okay. I don't know if you say prayers or if you want positive vibes, but whatever you can, we're sending them your way. Yes, Maximum Overdrive is such a fun movie.
Yeah.
There's a slight chance we may talk about that movie again here in a little bit. Speaking of, what happened?
You moved us.
There we go. All right. So, that's right. For all of you that don't know, all caps, baby.
So that means all lies, right?
Sure.
Okay.
What's up, Dice? Bonjour. No
Hey,
cap.
Dice.
Nice to see you. All right. So we are up to number 8, and that will be Destiny starting us off.
I'm starting off this time?
Yep.
Okay. Number
Yeah.
8.
Yep.
Shh. Sorry, my cat's being loud. Shh. My number 8 is going to be Halloween Resurrection. Because if I ever want to watch a bad movie, I put on Halloween Resurrection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
I don't like Ken's face right now. I'm not
Thank
liking
you.
it.
I will say this: the best thing about Halloween Resurrection is
The kung fu?
no, it's entertaining. I'm dead serious. I'm not being facetious. Like, I literally think, and I'm not kidding at all.
No cap.
I think that Halloween 6, no cap. I think that Halloween 6 is a piece of dog shit. And at least when I watch Halloween Resurrection, I can have fun. And Halloween Resurrection is also the film that literally showed me for an absolute fact
Here we go.
that Jason would whoop that ass. If Busta Rhymes can take out Michael Myers with Kung Fu, Jason will whoop that ass.
So just wait till next week because
Next Monday, we'll promote it right now. Next Monday, this coming up Monday, Ashley and I will be live at 9 p.m. and we are having a Michael
going
Myers
head-to-head.
versus Jason Voorhees face-off, and we are going to have a debate to the end on who would win. But that's on Monday. And
That's
hold
really good
on.
neck and neck, though.
Just
Bullshit. You just made the list.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying he just said Halloween 6 is better than Resurrection. No way. Banana
I
Splits,
thought you were talking to me.
Idle Hands. Yeah, great movies. I see Nathan said The Boy. We got to talk about that later, Nathan, because I really do like that. But continue, Destiny. I'm sorry. I just had to throw in my 2 cents about Halloween Resurrection because I agree with you. At least I have fun with that movie.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like, a lot of it is, pretty bad. I think the idea of it is kind of cool. Again, my friend Chad, he always gives us shit because he loves Halloween Resurrection. We give him shit for it, playfully. But, he always it was ahead of its time, and it really was. Like, this movie was ahead of its time. And, the kills are decent. It has fucking Tyra Banks in it. Hello? That's pretty cool, I guess. I grew up watching America's Next Top Model. Maybe not that cool looking back on it. Not that great of a show, Tyra. But watching her in a Halloween movie, I was like, this is pretty fucking cool. And I was always obsessed with the Final Girl for some reason. I think she's probably one of the worst Final Girls of the franchise. But I always thought she was so beautiful growing up. And I was like, oh, she's amazing. But the movie's just a lot of fun. If I ever just need a movie that I know is not good, but it's just a blanket, I put on Halloween Resurrection or another one that I'll mention later.
Awesome.
Perfect.
I love it.
So how about you, Carrie?
So, my number 8, it's not necessarily absolutely horrible, but I do feel like it doesn't get talked about, or when people do talk about it, they don't seem to really care for it. But my number 8 is Cry Wolf.
Okay.
It has its moments where it's actually really good, but I mean, I liked the premise of it, but I just feel like it wasn't executed to its fullest. But the twist in the end was pretty good, though.
Is that the one where they're in Australia? Am I thinking of the right one? And they're getting chased by
a private school.
Oh, nope, not at all.
And there's a new guy.
I think we're thinking of Wolf Creek.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Because it had Wolf in the title.
I heard Wolf and I was like, yeah, it's in Australia. It's got to be okay.
Jared Padalecki is in Cry Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cry Wolf. Okay.
I'll check it out.
I now have Unhinged and Cry Wolf both written down. So
you'll enjoy it.
We will be checking these movies out, I promise. So my number 8, which everybody shits on me for liking this movie, Leatherface 2017. The only thing I don't like about this movie is the fact that they did not make Bud Leatherface. That was so...
It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, you didn't have to try to throw it. Not every movie deserves a twist.
No.
Sometimes, the most obvious thing is the right thing.
Absolutely.
And I thought that but I loved, the curb stomp kill. The part where the sheriff's talking to her, she's like, "He's just some guy crying over his dead little girl," and he just boom blows her fucking head off. I was like, yes, fuck that girl. You don't talk to a dad that way. Yeah. So I mean, I genuinely dug it. I think that it's a good movie. Maybe not a great Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, but I really enjoyed it up until the end. I had a good time watching it. I had fun. Which is really a lot more than I could say about a lot of the other Texas Chainsaw movies. So number 8 for me is Leatherface 2017. What about you, my love?
So my number 8 is Tourist Trap. And I know
if I ever meet someone that doesn't like Tourist Trap,
it's the acting, it might be
it is corny as shit.
It's so corny, but it's so good. I love Tourist Trap, and the acting is
your heart will stop before you suffocate.
I mean, it's the 70s, and the acting then was so over the top, dramatic, but it's a classic, and I love watching it. Yeah, it's creepy, and I love the makeup in it. That's really good, and all of the dolls that they made up. That it looks really good. So
I agree. I dig Tourist Trap. That's a movie we were talking about that I would really like to see remade today.
Yeah,
I think they could do a great job. But we got to remember, Tourist Trap had a PG rating. Because PG-13 didn't exist at that time. And that movie, I remember watching that movie for the very first time on Fox 36 Toledo on a Saturday. And I was just in the corner
yeah.
He put mache on her face. This is not a Fox 36 movie. Well, good choice. I love that choice.
Thank
Great
you.
job. So what about you, Sierra? What comes in at number 8 for you?
Okay.
Number 8.
So I was kind of trying to figure out between two. They're both from the same franchise, and that's Jigsaw or Spiral. I feel like I don't understand, like, okay, they're not like the best ones, but they're not bad. And I feel like actually Jigsaw's is actually one of my favorites of the franchise. Like, I don't know, I just don't understand the hate. Like in Jigsaw, like some of the deaths like really freaked me out, and I heard someone say the deaths were lame, but I think otherwise, like especially the one with the needles, like that grossed me out so bad. And kind of like the same thing with Spiral too, like, and I kind of like what you can said earlier about like how it doesn't have like it can be an obvious killer. Like I really like how they kind of made it like simple. They didn't make a huge twist, and everyone threw a fit about that. But I didn't care. Like I actually liked who the killer was and the reveal. But anyways, I went with Jigsaw just because I feel like Spiral is more liked than Jigsaw is. And yeah, I like Jigsaw. I like the deaths in it, and I liked how I really didn't give a shit about anyone who died. And sometimes I like movies that are like that because then I don't have to have an emotional connection with anybody.
Right.
And I just like the twist, and I like seeing Tobin Bell in it, and yeah.
See, I think my thing is I called out those movies pretty quickly on what was happening in them. I will say that Spiral I liked a lot more on second viewing than I did first viewing. But Jigsaw's there. It's in the franchise for sure. So before we go on to our number 7, no, it's awesome, man. Like I said, I'm having so much fun learning this stuff with you guys. Mika says I rock with Halloween Resurrection.
Yes.
Ashley going to bring the heat and rep for our boy Michael.
You know it. I got a list.
All right.
You've been working on your list, Ken?
I don't need a list. All I gotta say is Jason Voorhees.
I'm bringing these guns.
Jason would come out and be like, Michael would be crying in the corner like, oh, where's my sister?
Yep. Okay, we'll see.
Halloween 6 is a masterpiece.
Mama's boy is gonna be saying that.
Slow down.
I was gonna say Jason will say, "I want my mama."
Exactly.
Hey, I will not tolerate it.
His mama's the one that taught him how to kill. Get out of here.
What did I just say?
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't care. I don't care.
What it does.
We'll talk about this Monday.
This is going on Monday.
You guys are gonna see me on Instagram Live tomorrow with a black eye. Like, hey guys, I ran into a door last night after the stream. It was unfortunate.
I slept on the couch.
Oh, Marsh, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
How you
Marsh.
doing, man? Cry Wolf was actually solid in my opinion. I love Cry Wolf. Cry Wolf is a good choice. Huh? Maybe it wasn't an unpopular opinion. Supernatural Sam is in Cry Wolf.
Jared Padalecki.
Linda Booth. Yeah, Jared Padalecki, our old Friday the 13th remake hero. Everyone push that thumbs up button. Yes, thank you, please, Tatum. I appreciate it. Anaconda 2. I've never seen it.
It's good. I like that one.
I'll check it out. It just made
it's enjoyable.
So Anaconda 2. What is it?
I hate snakes, but I actually love snake movies.
I hate snakes too. I almost got attacked by one on our walk.
It was
the
so
other day.
funny.
It might have been a little gardener snake, but I did scream.
We were walking and Ashley was just like,
I was.
What happened?
And it like slithered away, and I almost pooped my pants. True story.
The other day, I saw a 5-foot chicken snake.
Oh my!
5 feet, and that bitch came at us because my uncle was trying to get it off the road, and it came at us and went up inside a side-by-side, like one of those that you drive. It was inside of it, and we had to get it out.
Oh my
It
god!
was
Your
big,
uncle's like,
and it was not.
He was like, never mind, just run it over.
Just run it over, get it out of the way.
Man, see, I told you, everybody's shitting on Leatherface 2017. What did I just say?
You don't like tourist trap? Come on.
Sierra, you better talk to your boy.
Talk to that boy.
Sierra, get your boy.
Well, I actually watched it and like couldn't get into it. I might have to give it a rewatch. I'll give it a rewatch for you. But I couldn't get into it. I think it was just too weird for me. But maybe upon a rewatch, I might change my mind.
It's really weird. It'll still be weird.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill.
All right, back to this. Wow, really? You don't like any of them? Wow, that blows me away, brother, because I think they're really, really good movies.
At least the first
for
one.
Fuck's sake.
Thank you, Ashton.
The entire Saw timeline is super convoluted, but they're mostly fun films. And Tyler, thanks for stopping on, man. It's
Yeah,
really
hey,
nice to see
Tyler.
you. We'd love to have you on one of these, brother. It's always fun to work with you. The Devil's Rejects. Rob Zombie does make films, that's for sure. Gory B movie from Horror Addict's cousin. Oh, that's dope. I love Gory. Gory's great. All right, so now we are up to number 7, and that is Carrie starting us off.
Okay, so I absolutely love this movie. Yes, it is a creature feature, and I remember watching it on the Sci-Fi Channel with my best friend's dad, because that's what we used to do. We used to watch all the cheesy movies on Sci-Fi. But my number 7 is Pumpkinhead.
I love Pumpkinhead.
Yes, that was your number 1 for movies that we want to see remade.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yes, it is an awesome movie. It is cheesy at times, but it is a good time.
Yeah.
And you gotta love Lance Henriksen.
Yeah. Yeah, great movie. I mean, it starts off with a little boy getting killed. What's not to love, right? Right? I mean, am I right?
It was cute.
Sure.
It was cute when he was like laying there flattened. It was amazing. I was like, haha, your parents are saving so much money. Ha ha. Sorry. I'm kidding. I love my kids when they're not around. So
Ashley, press the cancel button.
Right.
You're getting
So my number 7, I'm talking a lot of shit to you guys about having Malcolm in the Middle and Orange Tree Hill Girl in a horror movie. But my number 7 stars Mr. Harry Potter, fresh off the Harry Potter franchise, in The Woman in Black. Daniel Radcliffe in the remake of The Woman in Black. I actually, for being a PG-13 horror movie, it had genuine fears in it. The ending blew me away. Like, the ending just fucked me up. I mean, and we talk about how awesome it is to see kids die. This movie starts with 3 girls walking up to a window, opening the window, and just jumping out. And I was like, wow, that's 3 times the money you're saving now. And this was back in the day when, like, shoes were, you know what I mean? Like, this is like mouths they could all take a bath now. They don't have to share the same water anymore. Like, like,
he loves
shit is going down now. Like, the amount of money you're saving. Oh my God. Like, where is this woman? I'm okay. For those of you that don't know, I am a father that loves his children very much. My kids are my life. I just fantasize about saving money often. But
whatever.
I honestly though, I think that The Woman in Black is a scary movie. And it has a great scenery. Because I'm with you guys, I do like that gothic scenery. You have the road that floods over, so you can't get out. When he's going up and he touches the window, and the woman's there screaming at him, I was just like, "Fuck you, Harry Potter! Go fuck yourself, ah!" So yeah, that got
you can't make her go away.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Harry. Like the whole time, I was like, "You're a wizard, Harry. Get her!"
It's like you killed Voldemort.
Yeah. It is the woman who shall not be named. Wow, I'm losing my voice. I'm gonna stop screaming at Harry Potter now.
Nice. Do
you want to get to your number? There's people driving by like, what the fuck?
Harry Potter, where?
You want to give your number 7, my love?
Mine is House on Haunted Hill from '99.
Okay.
Yes, the remake. So again, it's cheesy, but I think
is that the one where like the roller coaster tycoon?
Yeah, like they get paid $1 million.
Yeah, Chris Kattan's like, you got my money and I want it.
Yeah,
and you give it.
Yeah,
now. I love that part. Like,
I mean,
so good.
The acting is solid and it's fun and it's creepy, and I mean the CGI also isn't very good, but
I would just love to see Chris Kattan play a monkey on a set on Saturday Night Live. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I enjoy that movie.
Yeah, good choice. We got to watch that movie again.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an all-star cast, though.
We could.
Yeah, it's got a great cast in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about you, Sierra? What's number 7 for you?
Okay. Okay, so I rewatched it. And I do like the second one more. And I also, this isn't one that I'd go out of my way to watch. So it's not like exactly like a guilty pleasure, like I'd watch it all the time. But it's Hostel 3. Okay. I liked it more than the first one. The first one really bored me. Like, I watched it twice and I still like kept getting distracted. and I don't get distracted during horror movies. Like I have really bad like ADD, so I'm always like I have to move around and do stuff. I don't do that during horror movies, but I did that with the first one. But with the third one, I actually sat and watched it, and I just like some of the. Okay, I'm gonna sound weird when I say this, but I like the torture scenes in this one, and I also liked the ending of this one. Like I thought it was pretty cool. Like, and yeah, yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Real quick, can I just point out that I'm like, oh, hey, we get to see kids dying. That's cool. And you guys are like, ew, Ken. And then Sierra's like, I like it when they're being tortured. Everything about it. The greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, but she looks more innocent than you whenever she says it.
When they're digging out the eyes and I can hear them. Sorry, Sierra. That was amazing.
No, you're good.
So how about you, Destiny? What comes in at number 7 for you?
My number 7, it's one Sierra mentioned earlier, but I have to agree, Final Destination 4. It's one of those movies that if I, like I said, Halloween Resurrection, this is the other one. If I just need to watch a bad movie, I'll put on this movie. Because yes, the graphics, terrible. So awful. The CGI, atrocious. The characters, not that great. They're all pretty either shitty or just boring. They're just boring. But there's something about this movie that, like, if I just need to itch that bad feeling, like, I gotta watch this movie. Something about it, it pulls me back in every single time. I'm like, I'm not watching this anymore, and then I have to. It's a good movie to get drunk to, you know?
Right.
That's what my friend and I did when she came over a couple weekends ago. It was like, let's watch this movie, because we always watch the good movies in the franchise. It's like, we gotta watch 4. We gotta do it. And so we did with some drinks, and it was so much fun, because it's just fun to laugh at.
Right.
To me, it's just like, that movie sucks butt.
But this one is like, I don't know the redeeming qualities. I couldn't tell you them because, like I said, either the characters suck or they're just boring. I'm just like, there's something about this movie though that just I keep.
It's the butt sucking.
It's that's what it is. You know what? Now that I think about it, it is the butt sucking.
Totally.
All right, before we move on, Countdown, the cell phone guy, Tom Segura, and the priest was funny. I don't think I've seen Countdown. Is that the one where it's like an app, like a deadly app?
Yeah, it's the girl from You. It has fuck. What's her name from You?
From me?
Oh my gosh.
From You. You know her actually.
Yeah. Okay, I know her.
Yeah, that one girl.
Yeah. Pumpkinhead is underrated. I agree. Very slept on. The Woman in Black. Yes, it is a very good movie. I agree. Oh, dude, Louis, you got to see it, man. 07 Carrie remake. Oh, number 7 Carrie. You know what? I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's as good as the original. I don't, by any stretch, think it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
But I can see that. Arachnophobia. They're remaking Arachnophobia. Can you imagine that movie being remade today? The only thing I'm scared of, 1, is the use of CGI spiders, and 2, who the hell are you going to get to replace John Goodman? Devin Sawa, or I'm out. That's what I say for every movie.
I know.
Every movie should just be a bunch of Devin Sawas everywhere, and I'd be happy.
It's a Arachna Sawa.
Arachna Sawa. Tell me this though. Yeah. You remember Stephanie Tanner from Full House? You guys remember her?
Of course.
How dope would it have been if Devin Sawa and her got married, and she took his last name but kept her own? So she would have been Jody Sweet and Sawa.
Oh well, dad joke.
Canceled.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel that one. Cancel yourself, please.
Okay, how long did you think about that one?
The first time I heard her name, I was like, wouldn't it be fun if she married him? She'd be Jody Sweet and Sawa.
Yeah. Every time I'm like.
Every time we watch Full House, I'm like, hey Ashley. She's like, I know, Ken. I know.
It was funny the first time, Ken.
Yeah.
It was funny the first time.
You thought it was funny the first time? I didn't even get that from her.
She was just so
that certain look.
Right. The remake of When a Stranger Calls. Very interesting. You know, I haven't seen it.
I like that with Camille Bell.
I've heard dog shit things about it. So now that I know that you
I
like it, I will genuinely check it out now. Now that I know that you enjoy it, I will watch it. Freddy's
I really
Dead.
enjoyed it.
I'm gonna check it out. Let's see what we got here. Nathan, I love you still. Yeah, Tay Diggs is in the one that you were talking about. House on Haunted Hill. Ooh, look who it is! My boy Nick at the Lost River Drive-In.
Hey, Nick.
What's cooking? Good looking. Who else do we got here? Man, you guys are awesome. Apparently, Sierra thinks so too. Ken's going off the edge. Man, you guys are super awesome. I love you guys all for being so active in the chat tonight. Yeah, he's gonna be awesome as the priest in the new one. Everybody's making fun of me for my sweet and sour. Come on, you guys know that was good. Damn it. I wouldn't let you eat lunch with me if you told that joke.
I can't.
You can't sit with this.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you guys? Oh, there you are. We're back.
We're
Okay.
back.
Whew, that scared me. All right.
Your joke almost made us go away.
I know. The YouTube guys were like, I swear to God, if I hear sweet and sour one more fucking
One
time.
more fucking time.
I still won't let him eat lunch with me.
Right.
Sit outside.
So we are now up to our number 6, and that'll be me starting us off. And the number 6 is a movie that has been talked about already. Honey, this machine just called me an asshole. Maximum Overdrive. By no stretch of the imagination is this a good movie. But as a kid, there was a lot in this movie that genuinely scared me. And exactly. And as a kid, I loved AC/DC and like the whole soundtrack given by AC/DC. Yes. The bridge opening at the beginning when the cars are on it always scared me. Another scene that really scared me, and I'm sure you guys all know this by now, I'm a huge baseball fan. And the scene when he's trying to get to his coach and the pop machine is shooting the pops out and it hits the coach in the head and leaves that fucking mark. And then the one kid gets ran over. Listen, as much as I love to see dead kids, watching that kid get ran over by the cement roller was disgusting. Like he literally got crushed like a fucking yes. I was like, oh, a dead kid that I don't like watching. So I do really like the movie Maximum Overdrive. I think that's a movie that could be remade today and remade very well without cokehead Stephen King. Now that we got clean Stephen King, that's the only movie he ever directed. And he was like, wow, that was dog shit. I'm never doing that again. But now that he's clean, I would love to see him do it again. So number 6 for me is Maximum Overdrive. What about you, my love?
So I have Ghost Ship.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, it's enjoyable. That opening scene is amazing.
When that opening scene, like everybody knows that. That's an amazing opening scene for sure.
You know what I want real quick? You know what scene? No, seriously, you know what scene I think is better than that?
What?
When I'm being serious, when they get on the ship and they're eating what you think is like the food, and then they look down and they got the maggots and they're literally eating maggots. That fucked me up. I was like, oh, I like Ghost Ship, babe. You know that.
I mean, I think it's good. And like I said, everybody knows that opening scene.
Yeah, it's iconic.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
It's iconic.
But I don't know. It gets really bad reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I that's such a gross part that
Yeah.
fucked me up the first time I seen it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so gross. I'm a germaphobe. Like if I go to a restaurant, I take my own silverware. I couldn't imagine eating a maggot. Like I'd hang myself in my fucking closet from my
That
tongue.
would be so disgusting.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah. Ever since
That's
I
things
watched
nightmares
that,
are made of.
I'm scared to eat.
Mhm.
Like rice.
So I'm
I
guessing,
didn't like rice
like-
for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever
So I'm guessing
Destiny
like
eats, she's
Flavor
like,
Flav with the clock, you have the fork
I
and
know.
spoon on your necklace.
Yeah. for
On
sure.
deck.
I have plastic silverware in my car all the time. I like the kids know, like we have the top drawer which has the silverware at our house, and then the bottom drawer is just filled with plastic silverware that I use. I'm not putting my mouth on things you've had your mouth on. I love you, and I like kissing your face, but I don't want. No, thanks.
That's cool. I feel the same way.
I know. All right, so Sierra, how about you? What comes in at number 6 for you?
Okay, I have Wrong Turn 2, another Wrong Turn movie. Like I said, Wrong Turn, the franchise is like a guilty pleasure for me, the franchise in a whole. I just love, cannibalism freaks me out, but I love the cannibals in the Wrong Turn franchise. Like, Three Finger is one of my favorite villains. And Wrong Turn 2, I feel like is really underrated and not talked about enough. I just think
It's got fucking Henry Rollins in it, man.
yes, he is
Black
hilarious
Flag.
in this movie. I love him in this movie. and I just love the final girl. Well, there's a final boy and a final girl, but and yeah, I don't know. I just love it. It's my favorite. I used to say I liked it way more than the first one, but after watching the first one, I think they're a tie. But I do love the second one like a lot.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think the second one's a good one too. May not be my favorite in the franchise, but I do like the second one. I think it's better than most. So I will give you that. Good on you. How about you, Destiny? You're number 6.
My number 6 has already been mentioned, but I also have to agree with 13 Ghosts. I adore this movie. I grew up watching this movie. Like, I can remember watching this for the first time. And obviously, all the ghosts, I was super intrigued. The Angry Princess, she was my favorite. I don't know if it's just because she was a hot lady or what, but I was like, oh yeah, I like her. But the one with the thing, the box on the head, that one was the scariest.
Jackal.
Yeah, the Jackal.
Oh my god, Jackal.
Yes.
Yes, freaking
He'll tear
terrifying.
you
But like
apart.
I said,
Yep.
Matthew Lillard is in it. Grew up loving this man, so of course you have to add this one to the list. And it is again very 2000s, very choppy, a lot of like headache-inducing sort of scenes, which it's what they're doing in the movie. They're like, oh, ow, but it's like, no, that's what's happening to me watching this, because it's just like bah, 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 all in your face. But it's just such a fun time. It's such a good movie. It's just, I don't know, I love a good 2000s looking movie, if y'all couldn't tell by my list.
No,
yeah.
like I've always been baffled by people that did not like that movie. Like it really, really baffled me. Like, why don't you? It's funny. And again, I know I'm old, but it really is. It's like one of those hit movies. It's like it's one of those cool to be a horror movie movies. You don't get a lot of those. A lot of movies know they're horror and that's what they want to be. But it's really hard for a movie to want to be a cool horror movie. And that movie pulled it off really well with the whole cast. So I completely agree with you. Oh. So how about you, Carrie? What's at number 6 for you?
So my number 6 is Prom Night, the remake. Because I feel like not a lot of people talk about it, but it's Brittany Snow. And I love the story. I feel like they told the story better in the remake. I'm sorry, but you can come for me. But I feel like they did the story much better in the remake.
I haven't seen the remake, so I can't give any judgment, but I'll take your word for it. I'll check it out. Okay, awesome. Before we get to number 5, The Curse of La Llorona. I like that a lot more on second viewing.
Yeah, me too.
Like the second time I watched it, I liked it a lot more than I did the first. The first time I hated it, but I know it doesn't seem like it because I look like Casper the Ghost post-death. But I grew up in a very Hispanic family, and La Llorona is something, I would have liked it better if the movie took place in Mexico, not California. So that was my big hang up on it. And as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, La Llorona, going after those white girls. Makes sense. So that was the one thing that I got hung up on while we were watching it. But on second watch, just going into it as an entertaining movie, not as a historically accurate film, I enjoyed it a lot more on second viewing. Wasn't Steven stoned out of his mind? Yes. The dude was so coked out, it was ridiculous.
Jamming to...
Well, I mean, he did one line of coke. It lasted for like the whole time they were filming. But yeah, it was bad day in Steventown. Wow, there's people that don't like Event Horizon. If you guys haven't seen Event Horizon, imagine Alien had sex with Hellraiser and they had a baby. That is Event Horizon. It's like super dope. Such a good movie. And it's scary. It's got the main dude from Jurassic Park in it. So good.
Sam O'Neill.
Yeah, there you go. I'm terrible with names.
I'm a movie geek. I don't know why, but actors and actresses stick in my brain.
Unless it's Sweet and Sawa, I'm out. Number 6 is Brain Damage. Number 6, The Edge of the Axe. We need to watch this again because we watched it when we first got together, and again, I was in that really that stage of this has Chad Michael Murray and Paris Hilton. This isn't going to be good at all, and it's a remake. I was being like a total douchebag. So I have to watch it again with a clear mind. I'm older now and wiser. Black Christmas 06 remake. Very yellow. Very yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Listen, any movie that talks shit on Detroit, automatically out, man. And this Leprechaun 4 talks shit on my hometown. So
that piece of garbage.
Yeah. How dare you, you son of a bitch? I'll take your gold. Now shit on it, okay? You're like, oh, where's me gold? Oh, it's poop. Yeah, not into you ripping on Detroit. The Massacre on Ghost Ship. Yes, that's so good. And I love how the little girl looks up at the captain, like as
and then
he's
he's like,
yeah,
he's sliding
so good.
off of his body. I love it.
Wrong Turn 2, both stupid and awesome.
Touche.
Ghost Ship's opening traumatized me as a child. Incantation, I just watched this. It's very good, very scary.
Ooh.
We just watched this like 2 or 3 days ago. Very good movie. What a wonderful phrase. Maggots are good protein. Hakuna Matata. Oh, for fuck's sake. J-Dev. Grounded. Get to your room right now. Think about what
Could we
you've done.
ever possibly talk about Scream 2 enough for you, J-Dev?
I love J-Dev so much. Like, I do, J-Dev. Like, I love you, buddy. Hey, Heather, how you doing? Thanks for stopping out. We appreciate it.
Heather.
What's going on, Byron?
Hey, Byron.
I've never seen a Wrong Turn movie. When we get to number 5, I'll tell you where to start. Man, and again, guys, I'm trying to keep up with you all. Love you all. Thank you for being in the chat. Please don't think that I don't appreciate you because I'm not reading your comments. I do. I promise we all do. Thank you for being here so much. Do you want to start us off with number 5, my love?
So, Mika, my number 5 is actually House of Wax. And I love that movie, and I think it gets a lot of hate because of the actors, but I think Paris Hilton did a phenomenal job. Like she did. She, took her character, and I liked her in it for sure. The story is entertaining. It's creepy. Like I enjoyed that movie when he didn't like it as much.
I was an asshole back then, though. I was that guy that was like, if a punk rock band got a song on the radio, like these fucking sellout posers, like that was me at the time. So
and Chad Michael Murray was in it. And
I was like, oh, what's up, pretty boy? You're in a horror movie now.
Orange Tree Hill.
Orange Tree Hill.
I totally had a crush on him. So.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it. I was like, oh yeah, look how good looking he is. He's so good looking, isn't he? Why don't you go marry him? I would if I could find him. No, good choice, baby. All right, how about you, Sierra? What comes in at number 5 for you?
Okay. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. I don't hate. Yes, I don't hate this movie. Like, everyone said it's like so horrible, but I was actually entertained. And yes, the "Do Your Thing, Cuz" was so cringy, but I feel like I don't know. I just liked the movie. I had fun watching it, and like I said earlier, I'm usually the one to root for the villains instead of the victims. So I was kind of like happy to.
He was locked in a room, guys.
This poor guy with the chainsaw.
He just wanted to do his thing, cuz. Come on.
I know, I'm nuts. But I don't know. I just
he only wants to wear your face.
I thought it was fun.
Honestly, though, like, in all seriousness, the thing that bothered me the most about that movie was just the fact that it didn't make any sense in like the timeline.
Like the timeline, yeah. Like she was
like
been
16
like way
and
older.
she should have been like 50, like that. But I mean, like it did have some good kills in it, and it had Trey Songz in it. You know, I like it when I had my. It would have been better though if Trey Songz would have fought Leatherface and did karate. Just saying, that would have been sweet.
Or rapped at him, you know.
Yeah. What you got, leather? I'm not even gonna try. I'm white.
I was like, oh no.
Ashley's like, wait, sweet and sour. Go back to sweet and sour.
Go back to that.
For sure.
You know.
So,
I
how about
Texas
you, Destiny?
Chainsaw 3D. Before I go, I found out it was actually supposed to be set in the 90s. And so whenever I watch that now, I'm like, you know what? If it wasn't for the fucking phone, you could believe this was the 90s because it doesn't look like it's like, you know, like, yeah, they don't look maybe like they're wearing stuff from the 90s. But besides that phone, that's really the only thing that's like, okay, yeah. But knowing that it was supposed to be set in the 90s, I give it a pass. I agree. I think Texas Chainsaw 3D is a lot of fun. Do your thing, cuz the one that gets me is the friend. He was like, "Welcome to Texas, motherfucker." The guy lives in Texas, honey. You don't.
Right.
You don't live in Texas, so that
Welcome to Texas, motherfucker. Where have I been?
Right.
I've been locked in a fucking bedroom in Texas, you asshole. Maybe if you'd have read the will.
I'm from Texas.
I'm from Texas, so I'm just
That would have
like,
been even better.
really?
Welcome
You're
to
not-
Texas, motherfucker. You welcome to Texas.
No, you welcome to Texas. Okay, my number 5.
Yeah.
I have one that's not a 2000s movie on here, and it's Hack-O-Lantern from the 80s. I can't remember what year it is, but it is from the 80s, obviously either like early or late 80s. I think it might have been late 80s. Hack-O-Lantern, I watched it for the first time on The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. It was one of their Halloween episodes. It was Haunt and then Hack-O-Lantern. Still one of my favorite double features they've ever done. It is not good. And I was trying to get people to watch this because this isn't like a really well-known movie, because I wouldn't have known about it before The Last Drive-In. And so I was on my friend Jason from Sinister Cinema Reviews. I was like, oh, we should talk about Hack-O-Lantern. And he's like, oh, a movie I've never seen before? Cool. And he was like, what the fuck did you make me watch? I was like, a good movie? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's just cheesy. It's a Halloween movie. It's like about like Satan, but it's like a slasher movie. And I remember being genuinely shocked by the killer reveal. Everyone else was like, no, I literally saw that coming like 5 minutes in. I was like, okay, maybe it was just me. I was like, whoa, mind-blowing shit right here. And there's like a music video. There's like a lot of like rock music in it, and like a whole video that's inside of the movie. It's a good time. Watch it during October. You know, give it a shot. It's on Shudder, so give it a chance. I think it's good.
It is written down.
If you can read that.
I can't wait to know your thoughts.
Scarab,
If it's 80s, I'll check it out.
bird.
80s slasher set on Halloween.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm in.
So, how about you, Carrie? What comes in at number 5 for you?
So, this is another remake, and I don't understand why this one gets flack, because the actors, in my opinion, are really good, and the story is really good. But the Hitcher remake.
I fucking knew you were gonna say The Hitcher. I love that movie.
Because I love Sean Bean, and I love Sophia Bush. Come on. The death where he's getting ripped apart from the truck to truck, like, it's freaking amazing.
Oh, they have a guy do that in the remake?
Yeah.
Was it not?
In the OG, it was the girl that got ripped apart in the semis. I've never seen the remake. I've just seen the OG. That's interesting. I need to check this out
It's a
then.
dude.
I'm
It's
gonna
good.
watch
In
it.
my opinion, it's good.
I think
And Brooke
the
from One
remake
Tree
is
Hill
good.
is in it.
She is.
I was gonna watch it. I'm just kidding.
Sophia Bush is a beautiful woman.
She
She
is.
is.
When
She's
she's not in
beautiful.
bad movies.
But The Hitcher's a good movie.
So,
The Hitcher's so good.
I'm gonna watch it. because I did like the first one a lot. It had
It's got
Tony Boy
Nine
in
Inch
it. What's
Nails
not to
in it.
love?
It does.
Oh, really?
And the scene is fucking amazing. Dude, this movie is so good. That's another
Driving.
movie
The driving scene.
I watched with my friend. We watched Final Destination 4, and the next day she was like, let's watch The Hitcher. I've never seen this one. And I was like, oh, I can't fucking wait. I think the movie is so good, and it changes stuff. So it's not exact like ripoff of the original, but it has changes. I'm like, this is what people want in remakes, and then they still hate it. So give it a
Right.
shot.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'll check it out for sure. Because I think
Sean
the
Bean
original
was freaking
is such a
amazing.
good suspenseful movie. So, my number 5. This franchise has been tossed around and beat around a little bit, but I thought the reboot of Wrong Turn 2021, The Foundation, was very, very good.
Love it.
Yeah, Damien Maffei was great in it. You know, I love Damien.
Love it.
I had a lot of fun watching this
Yeah.
movie. And there was no rape. I mean, like, there was,
Yeah.
you know, he did force her, but you didn't have to watch it and hear
Right.
about, like, that's my thing. Like, if you're gonna do rape in a movie, like, if you absolutely have to do it like that.
Yeah.
Don't make me watch it. Don't make me endure it. I don't want to watch this woman be ruined for the rest of her life. I don't want to or man. Let's throw that out there. You know, Midsommar has a terrible rape scene featuring a man.
Thank
So I just
you.
want to throw that out there.
Some people
Like,
don't acknowledge that.
oh, total rape.
Yeah.
That's rape. If
Yeah.
you're forcing anyone to have sexual intercourse,
Yes.
Yeah, if you're drugged, if you're drunk, and you're forced into sexual intercourse, it's rape.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Yes.
fuck if it's funny because it's a guy and there's a girl touching his butt. That's not
Yeah.
funny.
It's not funny.
That's
No,
not
it's
funny.
not.
Because if that was my son that was being forced into doing that, I'd murder every
some
single
people.
one in
Oh,
that
yeah.
stupid village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rape, never funny, never comical, not in, not okay. But in this movie, we didn't have to see it. You know, we didn't have to watch it happen. And like I said, I like a lot of the actors that are in it, and I had a good time with it. I wish they wouldn't have called it Wrong Turn. I wish they would just stay, because when the movie was filmed, it was just called The Foundation, and then that
would have been better.
Yeah, they kicked it into the Wrong Turn franchise. And it bummed me out because I thought that it would have been a lot better if they had just left it as The Foundation, maybe started its own franchise with it. But still, overall, I think it was a really fun movie. So before we get into our number 4, we'll catch up on the chat. If La Llorona was in Mexico, it would be better. All the Wrong Turn movies might be considered. Sorry, I'm an idiot. But I like part 6. Event Horizon's so good. I agree. Lawrence Fishburne has one of the best lines of dialogue in that movie when he's like, "Have you ever seen fire in zero gravity?" Like, it's so dope. Well, what the hell are we doing down here? Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. We got more I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, Love. Prom Night remake. Oh, Ernest Scared Stupid. So
I
good.
love that.
Oh.
I love that.
Yes.
I got
Anything
blown
Ernest.
You hate non-lap. Okay, now the Tigers will lose every game. So what's
Really?
different?
I know. I was gonna say.
Listen, that's a soft spot. Okay, I can't talk about that right now. I swear to God, if we trade Tarek Skubal, everybody on this planet is just gonna hear
No, nobody knows what that means.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Deep Rising. I like Valentine. Oh man,
Yeah, I don't think Valentine should be a guilty pleasure. But
did anybody know that they have the best adult dating site here? Just so
Wow.
you guys know. Dead Alive. Always loved the cover of that. Come on, get out of here, you stupid thing. Hey mods, please block these people for me because I'm trying to stay up on the chat, but I can't. If you guys, any of the mods, if you're still here, please block these sexy things for me. All right, so we will now go into our number 4, and that will be Sierra starting us off. Thank you, J-Dev. Appreciate it, buddy.
So number 4, hold on, I have to get it out because I think there's another one called this, so I don't want to get it confused. But Clown by Eli Roth.
Okay.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't really like kids dying, but in clown movies, like I don't.
In clown movies, it's exceptional.
Yes, like
I don't like kids dying unless they're tortured
by clowns.
Because they're not afraid of clowns.
Well, I will give an exception to Georgie in the It remake.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
really
man.
makes me sick to my stomach. But
Yeah, that was brutal.
yeah. But this movie, I just love the way that the clown looks in this movie, and like he transforms throughout the movie, so it's like different like all the time, which I think is really cool. And one of my favorite scenes in this movie, well, he like shoots himself in the head, but like the blood is rainbow. I thought that was pretty cool, interesting. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know why I was intrigued by that, but I was like, ooh. I've never seen this movie, so that's why I'm like, oh.
I just love the LGBTQ pride he has, honestly.
I mean, I like Eli Roth, so I'd give it a
yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like, I mean, it's not the greatest movie, but I don't think it's horrible. It's not talked about enough. And I don't know what it is with clowns. Like, I literally have a clown doll up there. I just love clowns. Like, I don't know if y'all seen on my story once, I was like asking for like clown horror movies to watch. Like, I just love clowns so much, and this is definitely like one of my favorite clown movies.
Does that mean that you've seen Terrifier?
Yes, I love Terrifier. I'm so excited for the second one.
I'm so glad we finally got it announced.
I know.
Like, damn, we've been waiting for so long.
I'm
I have the steelbook.
And I can't talk about it too much. But if you're into kid death, just wait for Terrifier 2.
Oh, I'm so scared.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I've
dope.
heard some things.
I'm
She's
so
like, I'm
scared.
so scared.
I
Oh,
really
it's
am.
torturous.
I hate kids dying. I literally cannot stand it. Like, I don't know. I just like leave the kids alone. So I'm like really scared, but
It just depends. Like, how much do they eat? If they eat a lot, then that's a lot. If you take them to McDonald's and like, can I get 2 number 2s? It's like, ooh, where's Art? Where's Art? You just want a small fry? Get in the front seat, buddy. 2 number 2s. Anybody see Pennywise? Pennywise? Yeah, right here. He's all like, "Hey, Flo."
So you're saying they all hang out with McDonald's there?
Yeah, just get Ronald. Where's Ronald?
Ronald, yeah.
Clown.
Right.
Ronald.
So, how about you, Destiny? What's your number 4?
My number 4 will be Prom Night, the remake, because I fucking love this movie, and this movie gets shit on so much. It is a PG-13 slasher, so it's not bloody. But what, like Carrie was saying, like, I think the story, it's different from the original. But this one, you have a teacher that's obsessed with a girl, and he's like killing people to get to her. I think that is fucking terrifying, and I feel like that's more realistic than what happened in the original Prom Night. So I just think it's so scary, and like, yeah, this could literally happen. And Brittany Snow, fantastic, love her. And so this movie, I think it's a lot of fun. Like, this is one of those remakes that it pretty much just is the title. Like, it's not a remake of Prom Night. It's just called Prom Night and is a 2000s movie, you know? So I can see why people didn't like it for that reason, but I didn't know this was a remake whenever I watched it as a kid. So to me, this is its own movie. Like, I don't even consider this a part of the Prom Night franchise because it's so different. But I think it's really good. And, like, the ending's sad. There's a lot of sad moments in the movie that I'm like,
oh yeah,
damn, like, this would definitely fuck me up if I was her. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, give it a chance. But go into it knowing it's not Prom Night. It's just Prom Night. It's different.
They made
Even
it
better.
their own.
Okay.
Exactly.
Carrie, before you give yours, this just genuinely made me LOL. That's why I had to duck. Us horror fans, leave them kids alone. Horror movies, fuck them kids.
For sure. It's always like fuck them kids, but if it's an animal, they're like, oh no, like that's where the line is drawn.
It's funny,
literally.
People are like, oh man, you can't kill kids in horror movies. I'm like, hey, watch my short. I was like, hey baby, you want to come in my movie? Talking to my daughter.
Yeah, but she was like, can I die?
Yeah, she was like, can I die? Yes, you can.
Your daughter is adorable.
So Carrie, what about you? What is your number 4?
You're going to love my number 4 because I am bringing back Stay Alive.
Yeah.
I had to have it at number 4.
Thank you.
I had to because I absolutely love it. It's a new concept. It's fresh. Yes, it's cheeseball at times, but I mean, come on. It's a video game slasher. I mean, it's great. And I love Sophia in it. I loved her as October. She was fantastic. I hated that she died.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So we've had everybody say, who hasn't everybody said Stay Alive?
Except for you.
Except for Sierra.
And I did Sierra didn't either. Yeah.
My girl. So my number 4.
And there were 2.
My number 4. Don't think it. Don't say it.
Oh no.
Don't think it.
No.
Don't say it. The Bye Bye Man. I fucking love The Bye Bye Man. To me, The Bye Bye Man is the perfect attempt at a movie post 2000s to be an 80s type movie. Like, it really gave me a Nightmare on Elm Street meets the Candyman vibe to it. And I just have fun with The Bye Bye Man. I mean, I don't think the acting is truly incredible, but some of the deaths are great. The only thing I hate is when we went and seen the movie, for those of you that don't know, I'm an asshole. And we went and seen it in the movie theater, and there was these kids in the back of the theater that kept dropping coins. So I literally got up out of my seat and I went and I sat down next to him. I was like, the next one you motherfuckers to drop a coin, I'm gonna break your fucking neck. Like, I can't do it. Like, listen, I've been with my wife for 19 years, 17 years now, almost 19. If we get the chance,
skip to 19.
if I get the chance to take her out on a date, I'm not gonna let some shitty kids ruin it by throwing coins on the floor. Or when we went and seen Hereditary and I had to keep hearing, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill the next person that does that. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you in front of your parents and torture you. So Cierra will be like, get him.
No, it's gotta be a clown.
Right. Come here, kids. So yeah, so my number 4, don't think it, don't say it. My number 4 is The Bye Bye Man. I am a big fan of The Bye Bye Man. So
all right, I get a lot of shit for liking this movie, but my number 4 is Urban Legends, and
people don't like. I mean,
no, nobody
Jared
likes
Leto's
Urban
kind of a punk
Legends.
bitch, but...
And I love the twist of it, and it scared me, like watching it for the first time. Why?
Wait, are we talking about the one with Tara Reid and Joshua Jackson?
Though, yeah, and Robert Englund's in it. He has, and
Brad Dourif.
Brad Dourif. He has the stutter at the gas station. I love that part.
Someone's in the back.
Yeah, you think that he's like, you know, he's really
So
the bad
good.
guy, but he's not.
Yeah.
I love
Since
it.
when were people crapping on that one? I thought that was a really good one.
It came out at that time.
Yeah, a lot of people hate that.
It came out
Such
at
a
that
gem.
time when people started to shit on horror for being hip and cool. You know, it had young teens in it, and it wasn't like your B-rate movies where you had the young
gave
teens.
Me shit for liking
I'm
that
pretty
movie.
sure I did
I
because
think
I was
you
like, that's
did.
got Jared Leto in it. That guy's a punk bitch.
Our girl Danielle Harris is in it.
Yeah,
Doesn't she get humped in that movie?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Is she the one that gets humped, or does someone else get humped and she thinks that they're humping, but she's dying? Something like that. I know someone gets humped in that movie.
Nope, it's her.
Okay.
She's the one that has the note on the wall that says, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn the lights on?" or something like
Yes.
that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like gothic. Yeah.
Goth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I love it.
So Sierra started us off, so let's catch up on the chat real quick before we move into our bronze medal. Yes. Lee Winnell is in the beginning of the Bye Bye Man.
Mm-hmm.
He is. You're damn right I did. Well, hold on a second. There's people that don't like 28 Days Later.
Wow.
Tell me their address. I just want to talk to them.
What?
going through
Cillian Murphy?
I know. Going through this
that
chat,
man.
I must be the only person in the universe that fucking likes the Bye Bye Man. That is awesome.
I like the Bye Bye Man.
No, I love it. I love that no one else. Who isn't? Again, who isn't? Okay, I'll just tell him bye, bye, bye. It's gonna be me that tells him. Okay, this I promise you. Okay, just saying. Just saying. God must have spent a little more time on you if you feel that way. Urban Legend.
I knew
yes,
that
I
was
keep
coming.
quoting in songs. All right, cool, man. You guys are all so great. Everybody loves Urban Legend, though. You don't like the Bye Bye Man, but you like Urban Legend?
Hell yeah.
So number 3 will be Destiny starting us off. Do you want another water?
Number 3.
I got it.
Okay.
I want to hear her pick, and then I'm going to go grab a water.
Number 3. One of my number 1 movies I love watching as a comfort movie, and it is Jaws 3D, because I fucking love. Again, I don't know if it's good or bad.
I don't know.
Ken? Hello?
It's in a world of its own, that's for sure.
Jaws 3D. Dennis Quaid.
Mm-hmm.
That man is so fine. As is his son. But I love this movie so fucking much. I could watch this movie right now and I would be perfectly happy. The shark looks terrible. I know that. The
little
graphics
paper shark.
absolutely awful.
Are we still talking about Jaws 3D?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get
Yes.
another water.
Does the setting make sense? No. This movie, I literally wanted to be a dolphin trainer. And I wanted to work at like a SeaWorld before I knew SeaWorld was bad. But I was like, I'm going to work there when I'm older. I was going to be a marine biologist. Like I had a set plan because I wanted to live this movie. That's how much I love this movie growing up. and I still do. I love sharks, obsessed with sharks. Shark Week right now.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
Hell yeah.
But growing up, the whole franchise really, but specifically the first two I think are the best. But if I'm not watching the first two and I want to watch the bad one, I put on Jaws 3 because it's bad and I know it is, but it just is like a blanket to me. I can put this movie on and fall asleep to it every night and I would be so happy.
I totally agree. You know what? Like, I'm joking around by this, but, I don't mind Jaws 3D. At least, again, when I watch this movie, I don't see a good movie, but I'm entertained when I watch it. And that's all I look for.
So then it does its job.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what we often forget that. We're always looking for. I have a lot of people right now. I was actually going to put this on my list, but it's so new that I didn't want to talk about it.
The fire starter?
No.
Oh.
Nope. I think Nope is brilliant. And I genuinely love it. And I'm not going to talk about it, obviously, because it's so fresh that I'm not going to spoil anything for the movie. But I really, really, really liked Nope a lot. And I think everybody, I don't think it's getting a fair shake right now. I think people are shitting on it unjustly for stupid reasons. Every movie has plot holes if you look for them. Yeah. Every single one. So, go into a movie, watch it, be entertained, and leave, and, go eat an egg or whatever. Have fun. So Carrie, do you want to give us your number 4?
So before I do, Destiny, just so you know, I did make a Shark Week video, and I did like a top 10 shark movies, and I also put in shark facts because I want to educate people about the misunderstanding of sharks. Because I absolutely love sharks.
Are cool, no cap.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I will say that, shark movies definitely give and even Shark Week. I feel like Shark Week taught me more about sharks, but, sharks are made out to be like, oh my God, they're going to hunt you down. That's really not the case. And also, here's my thing. They're in the water, and if you go in the water, the possibilities. The chances.
Here we go. Sympathizing with the villain again.
It's not imagine
you're in their property, man.
Exactly. What are you gonna do if somebody walks right into your house? Are you gonna let them just say, "Hey, I'm taking your food in your fridge and everything"? That's what people are doing when they go into the beach in the ocean.
I smell your blood.
Exactly. So sharks get a bad rep. Anyways, yes.
No.
Yes.
Carrie, actually, before you do yours, I gotta say this. And this is a very hefty. What the fuck? Listen, See the Chucky is decent enough, but if you say it's better than Child's Play 3, T. Parker, I thought we loved each other. I thought that's where we were in our relationship. But no, I agree with you on See the Chucky. The deaths in it are some of the coolest kills in that whole franchise.
It's a fun movie.
It is. It's so fun. It's the most meta of the bunch.
Yeah.
So honestly though, I hate all the shit that See the Chucky gets.
You get shit face.
Yeah, shit face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do agree, but
not better than Bride of Chucky.
Child's Play 3 is the best in the franchise, man. Come on, T. Parker. I love you. All right, Carrie, you want to give us yours?
Yes. So we have already talked about this one, but all I have to say is Matthew Lillard. 13 Ghosts.
Yeah.
I have to have that. I have to have that high because I love Tony Shalhoub. Elizabeth Shannon was fantastic. She was annoying, yes, but Matthew Lillard. Come on, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's
awesome. And the ghosts were fantastic.
Yeah.
So good.
Absolutely.
So my bronze medal, not only is it my third guilty pleasure, it has the best ending of any horror movie ever. You know what I'm going to say? Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Okay. Man, when Freddy Krueger's glove came up out of the ground and took Jason's mask, 8-year-old me was like, what the fuck? That was Freddy. That was Freddy. Everybody, Freddy. That was Freddy. He's in a Jason movie.
It only took 10 years to
actually
happen.
That was Freddy. Freddy is in a Jason movie, guys. Holy cow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It just
and now we have Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah. But I love the fact that they came out and they told Adam straight up, like, listen, get that fucking hockey mask out of our movie. You know, so this kid who had only directed music videos at the time comes out and he's like, hey, I got to make a fucking Friday the 13th movie. I've got to end the franchise, and I can't have the mask in the movie. So what's he do? He goes to his loves. He goes to Evil Dead. He brings the Necronomicon in, and he makes Jason a Deadite. He goes to Nightmare on Elm Street, and he uses Freddy's glove because he knew, like, this is going to be awesome. The Duke, one of the best characters in Friday the 13th history. So yeah, for me, hands down, I love Jason Goes to Hell, and I think it's my favorite ending to any movie in the horror genre ever. So, do you want to give us your bronze medal, babe?
Yeah, my number 3 is Idle Hands.
And who stars in that movie?
Oh, jeez.
Devin Sawa.
Anybody that does not like Idle Hands.
Sweet and Sour. I love that movie, and it's like the comedy and the horror mixed together is perfect. And what are you doing?
Oh my
It
god.
has Devin Sawa in the movie.
It does. I forgot what I was saying, to be honest. You're like all over. Did you do some crack or something? Like you're like insane.
What people don't know right now, except for Ashley, I am extremely sick to the point where I'm going to see a doctor tomorrow. So like I'm so tired and sore and in pain that I'm just trying to be as uplifting and fun as I possibly can, because if not, I feel like I'm going to die. So
it's the man cold.
That's it's a cold probably, but I'm a man and I'm a pussy apparently. So I'm just trying to, stay up, stay positive, jump around. I'm trying to be like Jordan Peele in that sketch, in the Key and Peele sketch, when he's the black, when they're the new Black Panthers, and he just keeps being like.
So yeah. Anyways,
that was good.
The soundtrack is really good, and
it
has Devin Sawa. It has a good cast.
Yeah.
The comedy lands. The horror is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie.
Don't look under the bed.
I was obsessed with that when I watched it.
Yeah.
I used to have it on VHS.
We still do.
Oh, do we?
We do. Well, I mean, you got the Offspring covering the Ramones at the prom. Like, that's the dopest fucking prom. Like, if I walked in the prom and I seen we would have went to prom.
Yeah.
That's a sore subject. Sierra, you want to give us your number 3?
Okay, so this one, it's really low budget. It's not a good movie, and it's not talked about like at all. But it's called Clown Town. I don't know if any of you heard of it, but I just think the clowns are like really creepy in it. And I don't know, like I enjoyed it. It is bad though, like the camera quality is kind of bad and the acting's like really horrible. But I don't know. I just, again, another clown movie. I love clown movies, so yeah. I don't
Does
know,
that have Felissa Rose in it?
You know what? I can't
Clowntown.
remember.
I know that it has a really good big name actor in it, because I'm pretty sure it sounds familiar. There was one time in the 90s I was wrong, so it could happen again. But if I remember correctly, it had a really, really good big name actor in it. So,
let me check, actually. I'm curious.
While
now.
you're doing that, I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick. Child's Play 3 gets a lot of hate I don't get. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Child's Play 3, best in the franchise. Totally agree. Don't fuck with the Chuck. Gets no 13 Ghost Love. Rod Digga.
No, she is fantastic. And she does a song at the end, too.
Oh, yeah. That's totally true.
She actually raps it. Oh, yeah. She's a great rapper.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard's amazing human being.
Yes.
I know, T. Parker. You know I love you, buddy. We appreciate you so much, man. I actually have a lot of genuine, real conversations with T. Parker. So, yeah, I'm totally just messing with you. Jason Goes to Hell is all right. Yeah, it's a weird way of spelling awesome. Jason Goes to Hell. Are you feeling okay? No. Raw Digga was just as funny as Matthew Lillard. Yeah, especially at the end. Fuck this. I'm out.
At the very end.
Yeah, when she's leaving the house. It's so good.
She's like, I quit.
Yep. So good. I have a lot of good memories seeing Halloween Resurrection with my mom. That's awesome. That always,
Yes.
that honestly is always something very special. As much as I love the ending of House, yes, Jason Goes to Hell. I'm serious. I got grounded because my mom was like, "Stop talking about that fucking movie," and I was like, "Mom, I don't think you understand." She's like, "I don't think you understand, dumbass. Stop talking about it. I don't care. I love you." Freddy vs. Jason needs a remake. I'd watch it, of course. Devin Sawa will always be Junior from Little Giants to me. I've always said if they remake a Nightmare on Elm Street, Devin Sawa needs to play Freddy. He has that raspy voice, and he's built like he's got that good build to him. So like, what? He's fucking handsome as shit.
Oh, I know.
He's got a man crush.
He does. That is definitely his man
That
crush.
is my man crush. Thank you guys.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, thank you everybody that's wishing me good health. Thank you, I appreciate it. Ken, please get to see a doctor. Don't wait. I'm going tomorrow. Like I said, it's probably just a cold, but I'm the biggest wuss when it comes to being sick. I'm such a baby when it comes to being sick. So I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. So me too, Ashton is my favorite in the franchise. All right, let us move on to our number 2. I am so excited for you guys to see my number 2. So Carrie, you want to start us off at number 2?
Okay, so of course this is another remake, but this one I hold so very dear. Like I could watch this movie over and over and over and over again, and I would never get tired of it. But The Haunting, the remake. I love Lily Taylor. Owen Wilson is actually really good in it. Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones. I mean, I love all of them together. I love the whole premise and everything.
Yeah, great movie, and it's a good remake. So I just want to show you guys as proof to what I'm about to say. Number 4, I had The Bye Bye Man, right? Number 3, Jason. You can see that's what's Jason Goes to Hell. Number 2.
Really?
Oh.
You shit on all of us.
You were
Stay
giving
Alive.
us.
I know.
Hey, you want to know the best part?
Didn't see it coming, did ya?
You're so ridiculous.
No,
How about this?
you
How about
gotta
this?
do the whole
That's a
thing.
twist.
Do the whole thing.
Very twisty.
That's a twist.
That's very twisty. Didn't see it coming, did ya?
Stay Alive is so fucking good, dude. Like when everybody started talking about it, I was like, oh my god, I love this movie, and I can't believe anybody else picked it. Orange Tree Hill in the middle. Oh my gosh, I love this movie. I love the Countess. She's genuinely scary. Sophia Bush is beautiful, obviously, but I love even more the backstory of our main character when he's learning. You learn about him in the fire as a kid.
Yeah.
And like there's so much. And who at the very beginning, you've got the guy that's playing the video game at the beginning. Do you know who that is?
I don't remember.
Milo.
It's Jack. Yeah, Milo Ventimiglia from This Is
I
Us.
can't say his last name. I just
Yeah.
know it's Milo.
He's playing the video game, and I'm like, watch out for the crock pot. Go unplug the crock pot, Jack. Don't go back in for the dog. I love Stay Alive. I love when the scissors in the neck. I think it's a great movie. I was giving you all shit for it because I wanted to be able to use this.
That's a twist.
That's very twisty.
And this.
Didn't see it coming.
So I every time somebody bring up, oh, that movie's so stupid. I'm playing chess, not checkers, ladies. So yeah, for me, number 2, Stay Alive. What about you, my love?
So I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I know a lot of people think it's cheesy. You don't like it?
I don't.
I know you don't like it, but the
Get outta
fisherman
here.
is really the fisherman is scary as hell with his hook, and it scared the shit out of me as a kid. And I think the story is pretty good. Like they run him over and throw him in a lake, and he comes back and gets him. And Jennifer Love Hewitt is a friggin' scream queen for sure. Like her screams in that.
I don't know. Like for
What are
me,
you
I
waiting
just like
for?
I love a lot. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. I love Jennifer
Yeah,
Love
they
Hewitt.
were coming into their own.
I love
when
Ryan
that
Phillippe.
came
I
out.
love Freddie Prinze Jr. But they are all like their acting is not
Yeah, but they were.
great
It was
throughout
like
the movie.
it was the beginning of them.
Ryan
like,
Phillippe's like, you say it right now.
I
You
know.
say it. I'm like,
punching her in
chill
the
out,
face.
dude.
Yeah.
Calm down,
Yeah.
Ryan. Yeah. You say
I
it
know.
right now.
I know.
Great.
But Ken, you have to
Yeah.
admit to one thing. You have to admit to one thing.
What's that?
Sarah Michelle Gellar had one of the best chase scenes.
I'm gonna be honest. I love the chasing, but I hate that she just stops at the end of the alley. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm almost there." So now I'm just gonna, oh balls, son of a bitch! Like,
No, okay.
I'm like,
here's
Sarah,
my idea.
keep running.
This is what they should have done instead of her stopping. He should have been hiding the tires there. Imagine she's running. You're like, oh my gosh, she's about to make it. That fucking hook swings out, neck down. Why didn't they do that? That would have been so much better than her
Probably would have
stopping.
been better. Yeah.
They should have rewrote
I
it.
feel like they edited it to be I don't know, not like gory or whatever. It definitely seemed watered down, like gore wise, blood wise.
For me, it's like, you expect me to believe this bitch is going to be a part of the mystery machine that is Scooby-Doo when she can't even run all the way out of an alley? Think not, Miss Geller. So you're number 2. I know what you did last time. A good choice. How about you, Sierra? What comes in at number 2 for you?
Okay, I put Silent Hill. I grew up, like, my mom, my family in general, like my whole family pretty much, they're the reason I got into horror and also horror video games as well. So I would always watch my aunt and my mom play Silent Hill games like when I was really little. So Silent Hill in general is very like nostalgic for me, and watching the movie when I was younger, it was like really terrifying to me. I loved seeing Pyramid Head and the whole story with like Alessa, like when you get the like the backstory and you see like what they did to her. That was like, it really like scared me and freaked me out. And yeah, I don't know, I think it's kind of like underrated. It's not talked about a lot. And yeah.
My dad also played the Silent Hill video game, so I get you on the nostalgia there.
Yeah.
I played the first one until I got to the school and the piano part, and I couldn't beat it. I was like, this game's dumb. Stupid piano. I could play it in real life.
My dad cheated. My dad found cheats. He found cheat codes.
I will genuinely say, and I Ashley knows this is true, Silent Hill 4, The Room, is my favorite video game of all time. That game is so fucking good. Like, I could play that game over and over repeatedly. I adore that game. It's so good. So what about you, Destiny? What's your silver medal?
All right. Mine is a remake, which has not been mentioned, which kind of makes me a little nervous. And it is the Stepfather remake. I fucking love this movie so much. It's another, because like growing up, I was born in 1998. So a lot of these remakes, I didn't know were remakes as I was watching them. And so this one was one of those. I didn't watch the original till like last year, which I still loved. But the remake, I always just thought it was so good. And Penn Badgley, oh my God, that man, again, so fine. He's so fine. This movie, I would literally start it, stop it, start it, stop it. Like, I would watch it multiple times in a day. I was just obsessed. I don't know what it is about this movie. I was just obsessed with it. And I haven't seen it in so long because I need to buy it because I miss watching this movie so much. It was just one of those comfort movies. Anytime I need something on the background, the Stepfather remake.
That's what
it is. I think I prefer the remake over the original. It's probably just because I've seen it so much compared to the original. But that moment in the remake, which is from the original, but like the "Who am I here?" I just feel like that moment in the remake for me hits so much harder, just because it's so chaotic. And then there's just that pause, and he's like, "Whoa, wait a second, he's in too deep." But there's something about the remake. And again, it's a PG-13 watered down version of the original. But it changes stuff, which I like that it does have changes in it. It's not a direct, like, shot-for-shot remake, but it does some things differently. I love this movie so much. So fucking
Can't argue. A lot of it. My number 1 is super nostalgic.
Mine is too.
So I understand where you're coming from. But before we get there, I want to catch up on the chat real quick. Richard Blake will make a great Freddy Krueger. I could see that.
Ooh.
The Next Generation.
Renee Zellweger
as well. Yeah. Jeepers Creepers. I listen. I can't separate art from the artist, guys. I can't fuck with Jeepers Creepers. I respect it. I'm not trying to shit on you, Shaim. You know you're a friend of mine, and I respect it, but I can't support it. It's just something I can't do. I remember watching it once when it first came out and thinking it was really good. You know, I love the. You know, I love Justin Long, always have, but it's just something I can't fuck with, guys. So, you know, again, I'm not looking down on you, Shaim, and anybody that appreciates and loves Jeepers Creepers. If there's someone making art, I hope you guys enjoy it. But I can't separate the art from the artist. I'm sorry, that's on me.
That's on Victor Salva. You can get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, a guy can eat a full bag of dicks. Leatherface. Are we talking about the 2017 one, T Parker, or like part 3 Leatherface? Because I really, really, really liked Leatherface 2017 as well. Everyone in the chat, if you support the channel, become a channel member, you get exclusive content, short films. Exactly. We actually just put a bunch of behind the scenes and bloopers up from Home is Where the Haunt Is. And we have a making of episode of a Didn't See That Coming. So you can see how Ashley works on writing the scripts and all the hard work she does that goes behind the scenes. So if you become a member, you could check all that out. And we'll be having a behind the scenes of Versus coming up. And, you know, become a member. It's fun. And I love you. And I love you if you don't. So, guys, what we're going to do now is we are going to do our number 1. And all of you, listen, I love you all so much. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to stay with the chat because I'm getting there, guys. I'm almost to the end. It is the 2017 Leatherface. I do love it, too. Now, before we give our number 1, I would really, really like it if we could go back to our honorable mentions and go all the way down. So, you want to start us off, my love?
Yeah. So I had Truth or Dare as an honorable mention and Stay Alive. 10 was 13 Ghosts. 9 is Maximum Overdrive. 8 was Tourist Trap. 7 is House on Haunted Hill, 99. 6 is Ghost Ship. 5 is House of Wax. 4 Urban Legends. 3 Idle Hands. 2 I Know What You Did Last Summer. And my number 1 is Halloween Resurrection. This is a nostalgic, and so many people shit on this movie because of Busta Rhymes and his karate, and it's goofy, and that I hate that Lori dies in the first 5 minutes. That part sucks. But she was what was she? She was making something else when this came out, and she like didn't have the time for it.
She didn't want to be in this anyway.
The one where they switch.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Oh yeah, Freaky Friday.
But she didn't want to do this anyway. She wanted it to end at H2O, which it should have.
Yeah, so she didn't have time for it, and they killed her off in the first 5 minutes, which everyone hated. But I can remember going and watching this in the theater with my best friend. It was out like 20 years ago, you know, and it's just nostalgic for me. And I like the direction that they took. Like, it was definitely before its time with like being in the house and the live streaming and all that. So I love this movie, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 1.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Before we go on though, real quick, strong panel, beautiful stream. No, thank you guys. But guys, that's a donation. You know what this means.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Thank you guys, for real. And yes, Nathan, I agree, and we'll find out more about that on Monday. So,
Nathan.
Wow.
Nathan,
Black Christmas 06. Can't wait for you guys to see our verses on that. But you have to wait till December. So Sierra, do you want to give us your honorable mentions up through number 1?
Yeah. So Hatchet, Wrong Turn 5 are my honorable mentions. Then for number 10, I have The Green Inferno. Number 9, Final Destination 4. 8, Jigsaw. 7, Hostel 3. 6, Wrong Turn 2. 5, Texas Chainsaw 3D. 4, Clown. 3, Clown Town. 2, Silent Hill. And number 1, I have Rob Zombie's Halloween. And I feel like nowadays it's like I hear more people say that they like it. But I just liked it more than the original. I'm so sorry, but I just cannot get into the original. It is so boring to me, and I feel like Rob Zombie did it really like. I really liked how he did the backstory and everything, and I just like Rob Zombie's movies in general. I love his music. I love his movies, and I just really like how gritty and weird his movies are. And yeah, I thought that Michael was scary in his Halloween, and yeah, I also liked the main girl as well, like the Lori in this movie.
Scout Taylor Compton.
Yes,
Scout.
Love her.
but
To
yeah,
be fair though, like what would have made the original Halloween? I'm being serious. What would have made the original Halloween better? Because it is a slow movie. Honestly, Jason Voorhees, he'd have made the first one.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Sorry. No, good choice. Like I said, I love it. Me personally, I've never been a huge Rob Zombie fan when it comes to his films.
I'm excited for the Munsters.
I am too. I think I'm more excited for the Munsters than I have been anything else he's done. I think it really looks like it's going to stay true to form. So I'm very, very excited for that. So what about you, Destiny? You want to give us your list?
Yes, so my honorable mentions were American Psycho 2 and Urban Legends Bloody Mary. For 10, I had Stay Alive. 9, See No Evil. 8, Halloween Resurrection. 7, Final Destination 4. 6, 13 Ghosts. 5, Hack-O-Lantern. Prom Night. Jaws 3D. The Stepfather. And my number one, and I don't even think this is a bad movie. This movie I will, look, I don't care about people's opinions. This one I will fight over, okay? My number one is Snakes on a Plane. Snakes on a Plane.
I love that movie.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just had the cancel button ready, and then you said it, and I was like, "Oh no, fuck, that's awesome."
What is she gonna say?
It's like, I'll let this one slide.
I bought the soundtrack the day it came out.
Good. It is so good. I did not watch it when it came out because I was like 2006, but I watched it not too long after that because my mom's boyfriend at the time, he would have all the DVDs in one of those like binders. And I remember seeing it because it's the plane and 2 snakes wrapped around it like the ambulance logo. And I was like, what is this? And I watched it, and I swear I fucking watched that movie every night to go to bed. Every night, Snakes on a Plane. I can quote this movie, the music for it, the fucking music video with Cobra Starship. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I fucking love
I forgot about that.
I love that.
It is so good. It's going to be stuck in your head now. And
So kiss me,
because it's a great song.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just Snakes on a Plane.
I love the fact that they went back in and reshot the scene of Samuel L. Jackson saying, "I've had it." That wasn't in the original script, but the internet blew it up so bad.
Is enough. And like, shout out to Samuel L. Jackson because like without him, this movie would not be what it was. He's the one that got people to come on because they're like Samuel L. Jackson because he was like, it was the title. He's like, I want to do this. And then it wasn't going to be like rated R, and so there wasn't cussing. And they was like, no, like it needs to be called Snakes on a Plane, not Flight, whatever it was going to be. It's like Snakes on a Plane. It needs to have cussing. Like it has to be rated R. So without Samuel L. Jackson, this movie wouldn't be the masterpiece that it is. So
I love
thank
it.
you,
We own
Samuel L.
it.
Jackson.
Yeah, good choice.
Nice.
Air high five.
And it's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Like it's just, it's so fucking good.
No, that's amazing. Before we move on to Carrie real quick, that horror couple is in the house. What's up, guys? Another great channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to them, make sure you do. They also did a review of Home is Where the Haunt Is that meant so much to Ashley and I. And Rob nails my catchphrases better than I do. So, however, guys, we did get a donation. You know what this means.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, I'm bad. My bad. No, but that horror couple, thank you guys for coming out. You know I love you both, Kaylee and Rob. Always supporting you guys. You guys are super amazing. So, Carrie, would you like to give us your list from honorable mentions up to number 1?
Sure. So my honorable mention was The Messengers. 10 was Freddy vs. Jason. 9, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. 8, Cry Wolf. 7, Pumpkinhead. 6, Prom Night Remake. 5, The Hitcher Remake. 4, Stay Alive. 3, 13 Ghosts Remake. 2, The Haunting remake, and then number 1, I don't get why this one gets any flack whatsoever because the dialogue is amazing and it's Jennifer's Body.
I didn't even want to include that on my list because I'm like, it's not a guilty pleasure. I love it with
I
my
mean,
whole
honestly, I feel the same way about Jennifer's Body that I do Season of the Witch. Like when that movie came out, it fucking flopped, but it's really grown
And
to
I
have a
don't get
really
why.
big cult follow. I don't either. Like it's a fun, it's a very
head
very
of its
fun one.
time.
Through the trees.
Oh,
Like,
don't even get me
Adam
started.
Brody,
Adam
baby.
Brody!
Oh my god, him as Nikolai, I would let that man destroy me, and he could sacrifice me. I'll do it. I said it on camera. That man is so fucking fine. I can't.
That's a twist.
Sorry.
That's
Get it.
Oh no.
No, that's it's so funny because like I loved him in the OC because like I started watching the OC because of him because he was the little emo kid and like when he was talking about Death Cab for Cutie I was like I know them. Ashley, what is this you're watching? They're talking about Death Cab for Cutie.
This is another show that I watched, and he was like, "Oh, this is lame." And then he's like, So when does this come on again? Next week?"
Yeah. So wait, this is coming back, right?
It's just like Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, it's another one that I did that
You
for.
should have recorded it when he said that.
But I mean, like I'm telling you, like when he brought up Death Cab for Cutie, I was like, I can fuck with this. I can fuck with this right now. So I love it.
Dude, everything that Adam Brody in is amazing. Even him in Scream 4, he had great dialogue. I mean,
the only thing
brings
that's
the
bad
presence.
about him in Scream 4, in my opinion,
killed off so soon.
yeah, he's killed so quick. Like they didn't utilize him or Anthony in that movie at all. Like
no.
Bummer, man.
For sure.
But no, Jennifer's Body. What a choice. Like, 'cause like I said, I feel you. Like when that movie came out, I think it came out in that era of hip. You know, you got what Megan Fox. You know, like, and everybody's like, oh, you got this really pretty popular girl trying to do horror movies to be edgy. No.
Yes, they used the heck out of her for promotion because they're like, ooh, let's put a hot girl on everything. Let's put her on everything.
Literally.
But the movie is more than that. The movie is more than just her being attractive. Like, Diablo Cody is the one that wrote the script, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I love the dialogue. It's great. And Amanda Seyfried is amazing, too.
Right.
And you wouldn't fucking know she was because on every poster it's just Megan Fox, and it's like you. And like in my opinion, like yes, Jennifer is the title of the movie, but like this is Needy's movie. Like this is Needy's story. It's really
She
not
narrates
Jennifer's.
it.
Jennifer is there, literally.
Yeah.
It's not Jennifer's movie, but it's Megan Fox, and them making out was fucking everywhere. Like this, I can't get into it because I will get mad. I get heated over this topic.
No, I feel it. And like I said, I do enjoy the movie very much. So guys, I'm going to give you my list real quick, and then we will catch up on the chat before we say goodnight to everybody. And nobody here seen any cartwheels. So nobody had my number one on their list. So my honorable mentions were Antlers and Malignant. Number 10, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Number 9, Willy's Wonderland. Number 8, Leatherface 2017. Number 7, The Woman in Black. Number 6, Maximum Overdrive. Number 5, Wrong Turn 2021. Number 4, The Bye Bye Man. Number 3, Jason Goes to Hell. Number 2, Stay Alive. And my number one guilty pleasure. And this movie scared me as a kid. I genuinely love it now. It's just surrounded by so much tragedy. And that is Poltergeist 3. This movie is now listen, when they were filming this movie, Heather O'Rourke, who plays Carol Ann, was battling a real disease. She was taking medications. That's why she had puffy cheeks, looked like a squirrel throughout the movie. Unfortunately, she lost her life before they could finish filming this movie, and it was a medical misdiagnosis. A young girl, 12 years old, and they didn't want to finish the movie. And, the director, the producers, they were like, we're not going to finish this. And the studio was like, you are. We've put this much money into it. So they brought in a body double to play Carol Ann and just had the aunt hold her and just wrote this dog shit ending. And if you get the chance to watch Cursed Films on Shudder, they talk about it on there, how what they should have done was put a dynamite ending on it to honor Heather's life. And it's really a disappointment how the movie ended, because this young girl, you know, like, she was such a beautiful young lady, a great little actress, and, you know, a medical misdiagnosis took her life. And this movie doesn't get enough credit for how scary it is. Like, the scene when Carol Ann walks up to the mirror and she's so hesitant and she touches it, and then the fingers come out and grab her and they're like, "We're back." And they start pulling her up the mirror. Or when she gets pulled down into the mud puddle that's in the parking garage. Another scene that really scared me. And it's very unfortunate. You know, fuck the movie. It's sad that Heather O'Rourke lost her life, because something that could have been, you know, it could have been stopped. They could have prevented it if it would have been a different diagnosis and they would have realized what was going on. But, you know, I watch this movie, I get sad because you watch this young star that just burned out for no reason at all. And it really ruined. I know I joke about kids dying, but that's movies. That's not real. And when I say it ruined the movie, that has nothing to do with what I don't want to sound cold, like, oh, it sucks she died because the movie was good. No. Her dying obviously takes precedent over everything, but it's really a bummer that they didn't do something more special for Carol Ann, for Heather O'Rourke, and finish the movie on a high note. So that way 20, 30, 40 years later, when people look back on it, they don't look at oh, it's a shitty ending to a shitty movie. And it could have honored, all she got on this movie is a rest in peace Heather O'Rourke at the end. You know, they could have done so much more to honor her life, honor her legacy, even though it was a short-lived legacy. It's just, it hurts. And the movie's so good. If you guys have never seen Poltergeist 3, I can't recommend it enough. There's genuine scares. There's genuine laughs. The coffee mug part is another one that scared me as a kid, when they throw the coffee mug into the mirror. So, sorry to end this on such a sad note. My mom died once too, so I understand death is sad. But I really do appreciate all you women coming on here, having a great time with me. One fear I always have when I have a bunch of women on the panel is the chat. The chat was very good. Thank you guys for being respectful. We've had a couple times where the looks start to get brought up a lot, and are these ladies single, and so on and so forth. So chat, thank you for being respectful as always. Ladies, would you like, we'll start with you, Cierra, and we'll go around. Is there anything you'd like to promote that you have coming up before we sign off?
Not really. I mean, I'm gonna try to make a Nope review, but again, I always chicken out. But I'm gonna really
do it.
Out. I know. I'm really gonna try. I'm gonna try tomorrow.
It's fun.
And I promise you have the support of the whole community. We've all been waiting for you, love. So we can't wait to see you go out there and kill it. How about you, Destiny? Do you got anything coming up that you want to promote for us?
Basically just Fear Freaks podcast. We do it every Wednesday, usually 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, it's on Braden Timmons' channel, but our weekly podcast, that's really the only big thing, I guess.
Nice.
We'll make sure you guys are checking that out as well. And how about you, Carrie?
I'm just doing my video thing, but I mean, I was invited to Craven's channel. We're going to celebrate Wes Craven's birthday August 2nd. Yes, or is it the 3rd? The 3rd, I think.
Wes Craven's birthday is August 2nd. It is the same day as my daughter Chloe's.
Oh.
That's how I
So
remember
yes,
it.
I am going to be on the stream with him, and we're going to celebrate Wes Craven.
Nice.
Yeah. That's awesome, and I'm so glad. Next week, we have 2 new episodes of my first horror movie coming out. And God willing, next Friday, we will finally be able to release our Didn't See That Coming on the Cabin in the Woods. I have never in my life had the battle with copyright issues that I have had with this movie. And it makes me so angry because up until we recorded it, I felt like this was the best Didn't See That Coming episode we did. It was definitely the best script that Ashley wrote until we did the new one. This month we were doing 2 episodes of Didn't See That Coming rather than 1. Friday we have The Cabin in the Woods, and August 19th to coincide with the release of Orphan First Kill. Our Orphan Didn't See That Coming will be coming out. And that episode ended up being 47 minutes because Ashley wrote a dynamite fucking script.
Well, that movie's so fucking long.
But it includes so many behind the scenes things and so many cool stories about the set. So I can't wait for you guys to see that.
Yeah.
I catch up on the chat real quick. Wow, this is awesome. I'm a fan of Poltergeist 3. I love Poltergeist 3. I get sad when I watch it. Made me want to live in a high rise. Yes. Poltergeist 3 was the first Poltergeist I saw on cable television that chased through the parking garage. That's so good. Everyone, let's get Sledgehammer Horror to 3K. Please share with your friends. Tell them, hey, everybody's doing it. Peer pressure them into subscribing and becoming friends of ours. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But tell them to do it because it'll be fun. Rest in peace, Heather. I agree. No one should ever bury their child. Ever. Unless it costs a lot of money. Everyone was awesome. Great job. Thanks for the amazing stream. Good job, everyone. Just make sure you subscribe to their channel so you can get their first Nope reviews and hopefully some more Destiny videos coming up. And Carrie always is putting out that content, so make sure. Thank you for the stream, Ken and Ashley and everybody here. I'm sold on that Cierra girl. She rules. She's high. No cap. I'll subscribe to Sierra and Carrie. No way, dude.
That's awesome.
That's Chloe's birthday. J-Dev, I will never forget your birthday, buddy. We were all about the guilty pleasures, Ken. This chat was the most respectful group of people here. Yeah, you guys were great tonight. Thank you. It really bums me out when I have to block people from the chat. The sex bots doesn't bother me. But when I block people, it's like, listen, I expect, it's like I'm become my dad mode. I'm like, I expected more from you. I thought that after watching our content for so long, you would know what my expectations are for the people that are here. So, that it really hurts my feelings when I have to do that. Everyone, please come back and comment after the replay. It does help the channel. Thank you so much, Tatum. For real. We appreciate you so much. Tell your wife we hope she feels better. I'm feeling it too. Rob said, #1 House on Haunted Hill, 1999.
Nice.
Awesome stream and panel tonight. So, guys, again, I'm sorry that I didn't stay as active with the chat as I usually do. We had a lot of you in here. I appreciate every single one of you. But with the amount of people we had in, and I feel like death right now, I just wanted to make sure I was showing you guys I appreciate you so much. And, oh, hey, they're back. Woohoo! I'll be on the next stream. Thank you, Michael. That will be on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Bring your team Michael and your team Jason hashtags because we are going to battle the shit out of it on Monday. So, ladies in the stream, please don't go anywhere. We have a couple more questions for you. Everybody else, as always, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.